The book of Matthew chapter 10 verse 5.
Go ahead, read.
These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying.
Commanded them saying what?
Go not into the way of the Gentiles.
Christ commanded us not to go into the way of the Gentiles.
And into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not.
He said any city of Samaritans do not go. Go ahead.
But go rather.
Go where?
But go rather.
He says go rather
to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Our filthy nature set all our mouths astray. Lord, avenge us, the filthy nations. They point and laugh in our face. They look like what a disgrace, but rebellion, what's the case? Pray my enemies taste defeat, so sweet on their coming day. Pray the Spirit overcometh, my soul for the bombs lay. Pray the Spirit overcometh, my soul for the bombs lay.
Don't grow weary, I can feel the Spirit. I can feel the Spirit. I can feel the Spirit. I see white so clean, we gon' be redeemed. I see white so clean. We gon' be redeemed. Don't grow weary. I can feel the Spirit. Can't you feel the Spirit? Can't you feel the Spirit? I see white so clean. My slate white clean. I see white so clean. My slate white clean.
The Most High is my rest, taming my strength in my refuge. Taking that power back with a strong hand from the Almighty. Sit down hither at my right hand and watch me turn our enemies into thy footstool. Take back the land.
Today class title, Greedy Ass Niggas.
You might do that again. I forgot that when that power trip.
All right, so we ready. All right, the title of the class today is called Greedy Ass Niggas. Like, we just can't get enough, y'all. And the reason why we got to go over this because it's so many ways. It's so many ways that we could be covenant. And the Most High dislike covenant. So I'm gonna go into a couple scenarios that, like, when somebody covenant, the Most High he bring death. He bring death. So we get the first covenant, the covenant in the book, covenant. Give me Genesis 2, start at verse 16. I know some probably say it seems like we beating on a dead horse, but we got to keep talking about this. We got to talk about covenant. Because if we break any commandments of God, guess what we're doing? coveting. Trying to fulfill our desires. No, matter of fact, give me Romans 7. My bad. Romans 7, verse 7. But then get Genesis 2. Romans 7 and 7. I read it.
The book of Romans, chapter 7 and verse 7. What shall we say then? Is the law sin?
He said, what should we say then? Is law sin? What do you say?
God forbid.
He said, God forbid. No, it's not sin keeping the law.
Nay.
Keep going.
Nay, I had not known sin, but by the law.
He said, nay, I had not known sin by the law. So we know we in sin. Guess what we got to do? We got to look at the law and correct it. Keep going.
For I had not known lust, except the law had said, thou shalt not covet.
So on the way, if we don't know about, he said, not known lust, except the law has said, thou shalt not covet. So guess what coveting mean, y'all? Lust, desires.
Yep.
Going beyond of what you have. So it said, no, not known lust, except the law has said, thou shalt not covet. Man, the Most High, he hate coveting. So if we stay in coveting, some got to die. So we finna get the first instance of coveting in the Bible. Give me Genesis 2. Verse 16.
The book of Genesis, chapter 2 and verse 16. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat.
So what is what was the commandment right here? It said, and the Lord God commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat. So he commanded you everything. He said, every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat. So he told what you can eat. Keep going.
But of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil.
He said, but of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Keep going.
Thou shalt not eat of it.
It said, thou shalt not eat of it. So remember that. Keep going.
For in the day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die.
He said, for in the day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die. So if we in covenant, if you go against this commandment right here, guess what you're doing? Covenant. So guess what's going to happen? It said, thou shalt surely die. Now go to the next chapter, start at verse 1. So everybody remember that commandment? All right, read verse 1.
The book of Genesis chapter 3 and verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field.
Read it again.
Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, yea, had God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden.
He said, ye shall not. So the woman, what did it say again? He said, and he said unto the woman, yea, have God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? So he didn't even know the commandment. Keep going.
And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God has said, ye shall not eat of it.
So what we see here, didn't it prove that Adam was teaching the woman, Eve, not to eat from the knowledge of the tree? Keep going.
But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God has said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die.
He said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. So guess what? Adam was teaching her this, that you shouldn't eat from that tree, the tree of knowledge. Keep going.
And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die.
He said, ye shall not surely die. So what she messed up at, y'all? Listen to the serpent. Hearken to him. So, because she already know the commandment that it came from the Most High, that he gave it to Adam, right? So he taught her that. Keep going.
For God doeth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil.
See, this what we desire. We desire stuff like this. We want our eyes to be open. We want to see things. We desire the things, man, that's contrary to God, bro. And we cover right after that. Keep going.
And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes.
He said what?
And that it was pleasant to the eyes.
He said, and that it was pleasant to the eyes. Man, the eyes can get us in trouble. Our eyes can get us in trouble, y'all. She was coveting, she was lusting after this tree to gain knowledge,
Man,
to gain good and evil. And I'm be real with you, we had a brother that say, just being real, we had a brother that said that women is a coveting machine. Just being real. Ever since that, y'all can look at y'all Amazon thing, I bet y'all got full of everything in their cart. Keep going.
That's a cut.
And a tree to be desired to make one wise.
It said what?
In a tree to be desired to make one wise.
It said in a tree to be desired to make one wise. Want to be smart. Want to know knowledge. Want to be uplifted. And what we see our sisters in the world doing now. Going to school, they uplifted. They got all this knowledge. They desire for that. And it start, like man, I said, like it start in the house. And they really getting it from what they getting from their father. Keep going.
And she took of the fruit thereof and did eat.
And she took of the fruit thereof and did eat. Keep going.
And gave also unto her husband with her.
And gave also unto her husband with her. Gave it to her husband, told him, like, hey, eat this fruit right here. He ended up eating it. Keep going.
And he did eat.
And he did eat. So we gotta take this home with us too. We can't bite everything with our wives be pushing out at the house. We gotta be careful with that. Keep going.
And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked.
And they knew they were naked. They shamed. They sinned. They speak of in Job. Keep going.
And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons.
Salaga King. Just to touch on there, like we were reading in the law earlier before class started. It said what? Dwell with them, your wives, according to what? Knowledge, because they the weaker vessel, right? So Adam, he hearkened unto her. But if he would have dwelt with her according to knowledge, he wouldn't have never did that. So sometimes, brothers, you're going to have to tell your wife no sometimes. They might not understand, but you're going to have to say, no, that ain't it. No, we're not doing it. You're going to have to say that. They might not understand it, but you got to deal with her according to knowledge. And the fact that he didn't do that, now we all die. Right? Go ahead, King.
Like you said, we all die. You know what I'm saying? So when we covered after something, what they did, what she did,
yes,
covered after the tree, man, now it's like death came. Now we surely got to die. Keep going.
Verse 8. And they heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God amongst the trees of the garden. And the Lord God called unto Adam and said unto him, where art thou? And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid.
Jump down to let me see. I just want to get to the curse. Yeah, just get there right quick. Yes, 16. Well, you started 15. Well, you started 16. Then read 16.
Verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow in thy conception.
He said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrows in thy conception. Keep going.
And sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband.
He said, and thy desire shall be to thy husband. Keep going.
And he shall rule over thee.
So what did desire mean? Control. Trying to control the husband. Trying to control the husband. But he said, but it's going to be like this. And he shall rule over thee. So guess what? So death had to come because they were covenant. When he told him, he said, y'all take the bite of this tree of knowledge, guess what? You surely gonna have to die. So that's what she was doing, she was covenant. Now give me Numbers 15. That's going through the scriptures showing like when we covet, man, the Most High got our prayers that they covenant out. Start at verse 30.
The book of Numbers, chapter 15, and verse 30. And it reads, but the soul that doeth aught presumptuously.
So when it said, but the soul that doeth aught presumptuously, he did, they mean like failing to observe, to keep the law, failing to observe, he said with a high hand right there. But I had looked in the defiantly, what did it say? Defiantly, what is it? Click on it again. Over with a high hand. So like just failing to observe, to keep the law of God. Keep going.
Whether he be born in the land.
He said whether he be born in the land.
Or a stranger.
Or a stranger.
The same reproacheth the Lord. And that soul shall be cut off from among his people.
He said what?
And that soul shall be cut off from among his people.
He said, and that soul shall be cut off from among his people. So we going against the other commandments of God. We showing that we covenant, and then we keep doing it. Guess what? You're gonna be cut. We're gonna be cut off. We're gonna be put to death. Keep going.
Verse 31. Because he has despised the word of the Lord.
He said, because he have despised the word of the Lord. Keep going.
And have broken his commandment.
And have broken his commandment. Keep going.
That soul shall utterly be cut off.
So guess what, man? The Most High, he didn't play about covenant at all. When we see brothers that continue and sisters that continue with breaking commandments after commandment after commandment after commandment, they're showing that you're showing that it's covenant, and then also, guess what? The Most High got to cut it off. So if we going contrary to the law, what we showing? Yeah, covenant. Read that.
His iniquity shall be upon him.
He said what?
And his iniquity shall be upon him.
All right, read the next verse.
Verse 32. And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day.
And we see this all the time. We want to just get some more, add more. On the Sabbath day, he know he don't supposed to do no type of work on the Sabbath. If you read in Exodus 35. Get there right quick. Exodus 35, verse 2. Exodus.
Okay. The book of Exodus, chapter 35, and verse 2. 6 days shall work be done.
You said 6 days shall work be done. Keep going.
But on the Sabbath day, there shall be to you an holy day, a Sabbath of rest to the Lord.
A Sabbath of rest to the Lord. Keep going.
Whosoever doeth work therein shall be put to death.
So at this time, the Most High would cut people off. They did any type of work on the Sabbath, he cut them off. He tell them what you got to do. 6 days, you got 6 days to get it done, right? But when that Sabbath come, man, you got to rest. You got to put all this stuff down. Now go back. I read that.
The book of Numbers, chapter 15, and verse 32. And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered.
Now read verse 31 again. My bad.
Verse 31. Because he had despised the word of the Lord, he had broken his commandment. That soul shall utterly be cut off. His iniquity shall be upon him.
So just right after this commandment that been said, in the next verse, a man out here gathering sticks. After he just heard this, gathering sticks on the Sabbath. Let's read verse 32. My bad.
Verse 32. And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day.
They found a man gathering the sticks upon the Sabbath day. Keep going.
And they that found him gathering sticks, brought him unto Moses and Aaron, and unto all the congregation.
So when we read these scriptures, what we see right here, when we read these scriptures, man, it's for our example. We got to learn from this. Like, we can't fall in these situations like this. Like, some of us, I'm gonna be real, some of us, we take the Sabbath real lightly. But if we go against the commandments of God and he told us how to operate in the Sabbath, guess what? We go outside that, we showing that we showing that we want to please ourselves. Read verse 33.
Verse 33. And they that found him gathering sticks brought him unto Moses and Aaron and unto all the congregation.
So they brought him up unto Moses and Aaron and brought him unto all the congregation, brought him to everybody. Keep going.
And they put him in ward.
Keep going.
Because it was not declared.
Now hit that star right there when they say ward. Jail under guard of custody. Keep going.
Because it was not declared what should be done to him.
So they don't know what they wanted, what should be done to him. None was they said, but because it was not declared what should be done to him. So they ain't heard the judgment yet. Keep going.
And the Lord said unto Moses, the man shall be surely put to death.
So the Most High, he purged out covenant. He purged out that. He purged out that lust. He purged out that evil desire. He purged it out. It said, and the Lord said unto Moses, the man shall surely be put to death. Cause like just trying to get one more, trying to add more. Cause sometimes we got enough, but we just want to go out there and just get some more. Just keep adding. Keep going.
All the congregation shall stone him with stones.
He said all the congregation shall stone him with stones. With what?
Without the count.
Without the count. Keep going.
And all the congregation brought him without the count and stoned him with stones, and he died, as the Lord commanded Moses.
So, do we think the Most High will do us like that? The Most High hate covenant. The Most High hate adding. What did it say in 2 Ezra 16? But we just like add, and we just like go beyond what the Most High told us to do.
So, Lockie, whoever heard the phrase "a bird in the hand is better than two in the bush," or "it's worth more than two in the bush"? Whoever heard that before? Anybody want to break that down? You want to break it down, Nate, on what that mean? It's an old proverb that the old folks use. A bird in the hand is better than two in the bush. Go ahead.
It's like saying that it's better to have more than two is better than one, I guess.
No, it ain't that. No, it ain't it.
A bird in
all right, break it down. Break it down.
Because what it said, one bird in your hand, you already got that bird.
There you go.
You go out and try to get two more that's in the bush that you may not even get. You may not even accomplish that.
There you go.
So keep what you got already.
There you go. Because if you got a bird in your hand, you straight with this bird. If you let this bird go because you want to get them two birds in the bush, you let it go, it's gone. As soon as you put your hand in there, the other two gone. Then you got nothing. Right? That ain't what you said. You said something completely different than that. I don't know. Matter of fact, it was so crazy. I don't even remember what you said. So I'm just messing with you. But that's just like the scripture that say, don't go after riches. I'm paraphrasing. Because it said what? They fly away. The riches will fly away. You try to go get two birds in the bush, they gone. Right? But one of my favorite ones is Ecclesiastes 4:6. And I'm going to kick it back to you, King. Let me get Ecclesiastes 4. This is why we got to hold ourselves content, because a lot of times we'll be in a situation and we'll think that, okay, if I just had like a little bit more, or if I can make this amount, or if I can do this, then everything will be fine. Everything will be straight. But that's not the case. That's not wisdom. Wisdom telling you exactly how it's going to go. Watch this, verse 6.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
Better is an handful with quietness.
See, anybody that ever lived a life you only had a little handful and you notice, look, everything straight with my little handful. Everything all right. Then what?
Then both the hands full with travail and vexation.
You see that? Full of both the hands full with travail and vexation of what?
Of spirit.
Of spirit. So what you got to understand, man, it's not a lie when people tell you more money, more problems. That's a fact. That's the rule in the earth. If you get more, now you got more stuff that's going to happen.
Message.
Understand that.
Listen.
You really, really, really got to understand that the scripture tell you, it said, when your goods increase, who in here got more wisdom than Solomon had? Nobody. My Solomon literally said, he said, when your goods increase, so do they that eat of it. He's trying to tell you, thinking that you gonna get this or that, and your situation gonna change. And your situation gonna get a little bit better. No, when you get it, the Most High got a surprise for you. I'm telling you off the top, you finna have a new expense that you wasn't looking for. That's the rule, and ain't nobody exempt. Go ahead, King.
All praise for that. Man.
That's why you wait on the Most High. There's one more thing. We ain't got to pull it, but that's why the scriptures say the blessing of the Lord maketh rich and what? Who know the rest? The blessing of the Lord maketh rich and what? Added no sorrow. That's why you wait on God. If you do it yourself, he got a surprise for you. But if you let him organically handle everything for you, then he ain't gonna add all them issues with you like that. That's how it go. Go ahead, King.
Yeah, we gotta stay in line with the law. If we go beyond the law, we in the danger zone. You know what I'm saying? So we in an open field that the Most High can touch us. So you go outside the law, just like this brother did right here. You know what I'm saying? Get what had to happen to him. He had to die. Read that. 36, verse 36, number 15.
The book of Numbers, chapter 15, and verse 36. And all the congregation brought him without the camp, and stoned him with stones, and he died, as the Lord commanded Moses.
And he died as the Lord commanded Moses. So why he died, y'all? What he do?
Broke the Sabbath by gathering sticks.
He was gathering sticks working. Mm-hmm. Desired covenant. Now give me Joshua 7. Now when we covet, right? We can get a lot of people hurt. Not just ourselves. Why people getting sick? Why people getting hurt? Why people hurt? Why people in pain? Like we got to put that covenant thing down. And I deal with it. I struggle with it. All of us do. Start reading verse 1.
The book of Joshua, chapter 7 and verse 1. But the children of Israel committed a trespass in the accursed thing.
He said, but the children of Israel committed a trespass in the accursed thing. Keep going.
For Achan, the son of Kamari.
So Achan, he trespassed with an accursed thing. Keep going.
The son of Zebediah.
Now you just got to look at it too. When it said, but the children of Israel committed a trespass. So guess what? Man, he put that in. He put that with the children of Israel, what Achan did. So if we see anything that's going on wrong in the body, guess what? We got to purge it out. Because it could potentially hurt somebody. Say it again. No, just read it. He was just saying his lineage. His lineage, where Achan came from. Read that.
The son of Zerah of the tribe of Judah
start from for Achan.
For Achan, the son of Carmi, the son of Zebediah, the son of Zerah,
So they're showing where Achan came from. Keep going.
of the tribe of Judah, took of the accursed things.
So Achan, he took of the accursed thing. Keep going.
And the anger of the Lord was kindled against the children of Israel.
So just this one man, guess what happened? The anger of the Lord had kindled against the children of Israel. So what we got to do is we got to be careful what we do when we bring it here and what we doing outside too. So if we not rejecting ourselves, denying ourselves daily, we showing that we covenant. We ain't worried about nobody else but ourselves. So when we in covenant, we showing that we selfish. Keep going.
Verse 2. And Joshua sent men from Jericho to Ai.
So Joshua sent men from Jericho to Ai. Keep going.
Which is beside Bethaven, on the east side of Bethel, and spake unto them, saying, Go up and view the country.
So he told them, go up and view the country. Keep going.
And the men went up and viewed Ai.
And the men went up to view Ai. Keep going.
And they returned to Joshua and said unto him, Let not all the men go up.
Read that again.
And they returned to Joshua and said unto him, Let not all the people go up.
So he said, let not all the people go up. But keep going.
But let about 2,000 or 3,000 men
But
go.
he told him, he said, let about 2,000 or 3,000 men go up and smite Ai. Keep going.
Go up and smite Ai, and make not all the people to labor thither, for they are but few.
He said, but they are few. So it wasn't that many in Ai. But since they got the accursed thing in account, keep going, we finna see. Keep going.
So there went up thither of the people about 3,000 men, and they fled before the men of Ai. And the men of Ai smote of them about 36 men.
So it wasn't even a lot of men in Ai. They didn't have a lot of men in Ai. But guess what? Since that accursed thing was in account, guess what? It said that and they fled before the men of Ai. They ran from them. And it said what? In verse 5, and it said, and the men of Ai smote of them of what?
About 36 men.
So this small count smote of them about 36 men. Keep going.
For they chased them from before the gate even unto Shebarim.
Because of that one man that was covenant for the accursed thing. This small count. Keep going.
And smote them in the going down. Wherefore the hearts of the people melted and became as water.
So guess what? They was afraid. So he told him, man, you can just bring this amount of men because Ai small. But when they went there, because of one brother, what he did, now they scared of these people. Read verse 6.
Verse 6. And Joshua rent his clothes.
So Joshua rent his clothes, turned his clothes up. Keep going.
And fell to the earth upon his face.
And fell into the earth before what did it say again?
And fell to the earth upon his face before the ark of the Lord unto the eventide.
Until the eventide. Keep going.
He and the elders of Israel, and put dust upon their heads.
So they was afflicted. Keep going. Now you can jump down. You can jump down to now you read verse 7.
Verse 7. And Joshua said, Alas, O Lord God, wherefore hast thou at all brought this people over Jordan to deliver us unto the hand of the Amorites, to destroy us? Would to God we had been content.
He said, would to God we had been content. Keep going.
And dwelt on the other side Jordan.
He said, we had been content. We dwell on the other side of Jordan. So guess what? So we got to realize sometimes we don't even know what's going on outside this body. We don't know what's going on inside this school sometimes. But it's up to the people in here to drop their covenant, to put the sin down. Because if sin going on in the camp, people dying left and right, getting sick left and right, getting hurt. Covenant would get us killed, would get people killed off one person. So we need to stop. We got to stop that covenant for real. Jump down to 19.
Verse 19. And Joshua said unto Achan, My son, give, I pray thee.
So he found out what's going on. He said, give that I pray thee. Go on and tell me what's going on, Achan. Keep going.
Glory to the Lord God of Israel.
He said, glory to the Lord of God Israel.
And make confession unto him.
So he praised him. He said, glory to the Lord of God Israel. Achan, confess what you saying. Confess what you did. Keep going.
And tell me now what thou hast done.
So he told him, tell me now what thou hast done. Keep going.
Hide it not from me.
He said, hide it not from me. Keep going.
And Achan answered Joshua and said,
read from the top again.
Verse 20. And Achan answered Joshua and said, indeed, I have sinned against the Lord God of Israel.
He said, indeed, Achan said, he confessed. He said, indeed, I have sinned against the Lord God of Israel. So by this one man, got people killed because his sin, because his covenant. We really got to consider that. We really got to consider ourselves when we out here in these streets, y'all. When we at home, when we around amongst one another. And if you see your brother that's struggling with covenant, if you notice it, guess what? Check him, or a sister, check him about it. Like I'm gonna be real, y'all. We got more than enough, y'all. We don't need no more than what we got. Finish it out, y'all. Read it.
And thus have I done.
He said, and thus have I done. Keep going.
When I saw among the spoils a goodly Babylonian.
So sometimes we see things that we like, man, I gotta get it. Sometimes we'll steal it. I'm just being real. Sometimes we'll steal it because our eyes just, ooh, I gotta get it. And sometimes we got money. You got an item that you see, man. You know what, man? I'm finna buy 5 of them joints, and you ain't gonna use none one of them. Like pair of shoes. Keep going.
When I saw among the spoils a goodly Babylonian garment.
He said he saw a goodly Babylonian garment, so he was bragging about it. He said, "Well, goodly Babylonian garment." Keep going.
And 200 shekels of silver.
200 shekels of silver. Keep going.
And a wage of gold of 50 shekels weight.
He said what?
And a wage of gold of 50 shekels weight.
And a weight of gold of 50 shekels weight. Keep going.
Then I coveted them.
So read that again.
Then I coveted them.
So what coveted mean? Lust. He lusts after them. He desired after them. So what we doing, man? Covenant can be real subtle. It could be from food to clothes to house, women. I'm just being real. Cars. Like we got to be real careful. It's subtle. Because we think we need something that we really don't even need it. Man, if we covered after something, man, we can get killed. We need to be real careful what we doing. Man, the Most High do not play with covenant. Like we got plenty of excuses why we need something. Well, I need this because never mind, I ain't gonna say it. Yeah, man. So like we cover after stuff, man. And it messes us up. See, somebody here covering already.
Damn.
Yeah, but it said, then I covered them and took them and what?
And behold, they are hid in the earth in the midst of my tent.
And then he tried to hide it. Who in here hiding their covenant right now? You ain't got to raise your hand. Who hiding it? Who trying to put I don't want to be seen with this, man. I'm just going to keep it in my closet, man. I'm going to wear it. Yeah. I'm going to wear it when I be around the house. Who trying to hide it? Who trying to hide it? Cause like that one item or whatever you doing, guess what? It can get people killed. It can get people killed.
Shoot, when Chicago do the charity event. But we should, bruh, Isaac's, I ain't talking about in school, but Isaac's charity event should have some nice stuff for the people who need it. Think about your closet. Think about those shoes you got in. Boy, fresh to death through the week. Bro, bring some of that stuff down here to the school and give it to Chicago. For real, some of them nice purses, sister, them bags and things, and them hats and brothers with the shirts and them shoes and stuff. All them sweaters you got piles of stuff. Bring it on down here to Isaac. Come on down, bring them down here to Isaac. We'll get rid of it. Somebody gonna love you too. You'll make somebody's day.
The Lord wants you to give generously.
And then also covenant, it can go in the lines of design trying to get the last word. I struggle with that. Like somebody say don't crazy me, I gotta say something back. For real. Like that's all of us struggle with that for real. I ain't finna let no nigga talk to me like that. I'm a greedy ass nigga. You ain't gonna let your wife just say anything to y'all. Say anything to you. But I'm finna argue with her back. Just being real. They could go in the lines of covenant. Yeah. I ain't saying not allow certain things go in your house. I ain't saying that. But sometimes you be like, I ain't finna go back and forth with you. Man, I said what I said. That's how I gotta be.
I ain't going back and forth with you, niggas.
I read that scripture.
Verse 21. When I saw among the spoils a goodly Babylonian garment, and 200 shekels of silver, and a wage of gold, 50 shekels weight, then I coveted them and took them.
I just gotta say it again. What coveting mean? Lust. Then I coveted. I lust them. I lust after them. I'll keep going.
Then I coveted them and took them.
And then
I took them.
He took them. Keep going.
And behold, they are hid in the earth in the midst of my tent, and the silver under it.
Man, we got to clean up. Like, we got grace. We got mercy. We got long suffering. The things that we holding on, man, that what we hold on, man, it actually get us killed. Right, but guess what? He had a lot of men die. Keep going.
Verse 22. So Joshua sent messengers, and they ran unto the tent.
Go up, Ezra. Read from the top again, my bad.
Verse 22. So Joshua sent messengers, and they ran unto the tent. And behold, it was hid in his tent, and under the silver, and the silver under it.
So guess what? If y'all tell us about what y'all got in the house, man, we probably got to come on there and purge everything out your house and throw it away because it affect the body. It affect the body. Like, we got a chance to get this right. Keep going.
And they took them out of the midst of the tent and brought them unto Joshua and unto all the children of Israel.
I just want to get another example. You ever, we were talking about this morning, and I was talking about myself, you ever just, you ate some food, but it didn't really taste good, so you really weren't satisfied, and then you went to another restaurant to get something to eat? You already ate the food that you weren't satisfied with. You ate it, I'm talking about ate all of it, and then went to, use our favorite restaurant, Top Barbecue. Yeah, but like it's like we ain't really satisfied. That's how you could be in covenant. Not satisfied, not content. Keep going.
And they took them out of the midst of the tent and brought them unto Joshua and unto all the children of Israel and laid them out before the Lord.
And they laid them out before the Lord. Keep going.
And Joshua and all the children with him took Achan the son of Zerah, and the silver, and the garment, and the wage of gold, and his sons and his daughters, and his oxen, and his asses, and his sheep, and his tent, and all that he had. And they brought them unto the valley of Achor. And Joshua said, why hast thou troubled us?
See, we can trouble the people. We can trouble the body. Man, we got to purge that out. Keep going.
And Joshua said, why hast thou troubled us? The Lord shall trouble thee this day. And all Israel stoned him with stones.
So guess what? If any brother or sister looking for a spouse, just wait. Let the Most High give it to you. Let the Most High give it to you. Keep going.
And burned them with fire.
It burned them with fire. Keep going.
After they had stoned them with stones.
After they had stoned them with stones. So guess what? The Most High had to push. He had to take them out. Everything he had to take them out because of coveting. Now give me now to go to the Maccabees. Give me a 2 Maccabees 10. See the most High he purged covenant out. Some got to be touched. If we ain't stopping covenant, man, the Most High gonna have to do something to us, y'all. And then too, the Most High show us sometimes, and sometimes we won't pick it up. Start at verse 19.
The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 10 and verse 19. Maccabeus left Simon.
So this is Simon right here. This is Maccabeus' brother right here. If you just read through the story before this right here, we're talking about another Simon. But read this one right. Read it.
Maccabeus left Simon and Joseph and Zacchaeus also, and them that were with him, who were enough to besiege them, and departed himself unto those places which more needed his help.
He said, so they went to places that was much needed their help. Keep going.
Now, they that were with Simon,
so the people that was with Simon, was what?
Being led with covetousness.
They were being led with what?
With covetousness.
With covetousness. Lust. The people that was with Simon, they were coveting. They were led with coveting. Keep going.
Were persuaded for money.
And sometimes we can be persuaded to do evil. That's why it's best to be in here on the daily, man. Talk to your brothers and sisters on the daily. Because some of us can be easily persuaded to do evil, to sell our people out. Keep going.
Were persuaded for money through certain of those that were in the...
What did it say again?
Were persuaded for money through certain of those that were in the castle.
Man, it's like, you think we got informants, what we got today? They had informants then. Man, money make people do stuff crazy. Keep going.
And took 70,000 drachms and let some of them escape.
And let some of them escape. Keep going.
But when it was told Maccabeus.
So when Judah Maccabeus heard about it.
What was done?
What was done?
He called the governors of the people together.
So he called the governor of the people together. Keep going.
And accused those men.
Accused those men that was with Simon. Keep going.
That they had sold their brethren for money.
They had sold their brethren for money. They do this today. Because of money, they covering out the money. They'll sell their brother out. Just what we see on YouTube, we see all these videos about certain situations because they trying to get attention, selling their brother out, doing certain things. Keep going.
And set their enemies free to fight against them.
And set their enemies free to fight against them. Just looking in the back, just, I'm finna see my brother fight. I ain't finna join it. Man, we can't do that. We gotta fight with our brothers and sisters, man. We can't let no money, somebody persuade us about with money, man. That's right. Keep going.
So he slew those that were found traitors.
He said, so what?
So he slew those that were found traitors.
He said what?
So he slew those that were found traitors.
He said, so he slew those that were found traitors. The ones that were covenant about with money, like selling their brothers out. So it says, so he slew those that were found traitors. Keep going.
And immediately took the two castles.
So man, the Most High, he don't play about covenant at all. He'll use men to purge out these certain people, man, that's covenant. That's traitors. So what we got to do, y'all? What we got to do? Huh? What we got to do? If we struggling with covenant, what we got to do? Purge it. Give me Colossians 3 and 5.
The book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 5. Mortify, therefore, your members.
It said, mortify, therefore, your members. This is what we got to do. We got to mortify our members, y'all. Because all of us in here weak at something. And sometimes we fall to our weakness. Keep going.
Mortify, therefore, your members, which are upon the earth.
He said what?
Mortify, therefore, your members, which are upon the earth.
So he finna list off what's our members that's upon this earth. Keep going.
Fornication.
Fornication. We got to mortify that. Whoever struggling with fornication, got to mortify that. Got to destroy that. Keep going.
Uncleanness.
Uncleanness. Keep going.
Inordinate affection.
Hit that star right there. Passion. Passion, affection. Keep going.
Evil concupiscence.
Hit that star right there. Desire. Desire.
You nasty.
And our people struggle with this, right? Evil concupiscence. Women, brothers, all alike. You got to mortify that. Keep going.
And covetousness.
Say it again.
And covetousness.
Which what?
Which is idolatry.
So not only just covenant mean lust, it also idolatry. So covenant, like if you covenant, you breaking all the commandments. Like breaking the Sabbath day, that's covenant. Putting under God before the Most High, that's covenant. False bearing towards your neighbor, that's covenant. Right. You designed to do these things to break the commandments of God. So covenant mean what? Lust, which is idolatry. So man, we got to mortify our members on a daily. And if we don't, man, the Most High, he can wipe us out and get other people hurt around us too. So man, so we walking in covenant, we showing that we selfish. And I yield, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, read verse 6 and then to precept that, give me 1 Timothy 6. Read verse 6.
Verse 6. For which thing's sake the wrath of God cometh on the children of disobedience.
And this is why the wrath of God cometh on the children of disobedience. And children of disobedience are the Israelites. This is a correction book to correct us. I die what? Every day. All of us must die daily. Give me 1 Timothy 6. When he spoke about covetousness, which is idolatry. Why is it idolatry? 1 Timothy 6. Tomorrow, 1 Timothy. Oh, yeah, you read verse 7.
Verse 7. In the which ye also walked sometime, when ye lived in them.
In which ye also walked sometimes when ye lived in them. We were sometimes Gentiles. You know, before we came into this truth, we walked according to the course of this world, right? And we brought some of those things which were in the world, we done brought these things into the truth. So this is an everyday struggle, everyday battle, family, right? Die what? Daily. Read verse
8.
1. Real quick.
Verse 1. If ye then be risen with Christ.
No, you know what? Matter of fact, give me verse 6. He's going to the point.
Verse 6.
5, I'm sorry.
Verse 5.
Uh-huh.
Mortify therefore your members.
See, he just brought it out. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 1 Timothy 6. This goes right along with that covetousness is idolatry. Why is it idolatry? Let's show that. You get 5.
This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
Perverse disputings of men, of corrupt minds,
Uh-huh.
and destitute of the truth,
Destitute of the truth. Destitute of the law. Read on.
supposing that gain is godliness.
And a lot of people, especially in the Christian church, believes that gain is godliness. Because I got this, I got that, I got to be doing something right. God blessing me. Supposing that gain is godliness, continue.
From such withdraw thyself.
Don't eat food with folks like that. You got folks always talking about what I got and what I'm finna get and God finna bless me and woo, child. Get away from them. Continue.
But godliness with contentment.
But godliness with contentment, I am satisfied with what I got. I might got 2 pair of shoes, I'm good. I don't need 3. I only got 2 feet. But what black folk try to do, we try to match every single outfit. Gotta have the right colors. Oh, we do that. Yeah, we do that. Gotta have a hat. Fringes, I gotta have the border blue, but I'm gonna make sure the fringes match my pants or match my shirt.
Yes, sir.
But godliness with contentment is great gain. Continue.
For we brought nothing into this world.
You see that? For we brought nothing into this world. Read on.
And it is certain we carry nothing out.
You think you can control somebody on how they spend out of your bank account once you dead? Then you gonna come out the grave? Stop all that spending.
No.
Read.
And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content.
Let us therewith be content. Read on.
But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts,
Continue.
which drown men in destruction and perdition.
Which drown men in destruction and perdition. Continue.
For the love of money is the root of all evil.
For the love of money is the root of all evil. Stop right there. No. For the love of money, we all evil. Read.
Which while some coveted after.
While some coveted after what? Money. Read.
They have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
Okay, you got it. Give me one more real quick. This is the one I really wanted. Give me
To this day.
Philippians. This is the one I really wanted. Philippians 3:19. This is going to be your answer why covetousness is idolatry. And I'm going to pass it right on. That's the one I really wanted. I don't know why I said Timothy. Right. 3:19. This is the one I wanted. Read verse. Let me see verse 18 real quick. Let me look at that. Yeah, read that.
This is the book of Philippians chapter 3 and verse 19.
Come on.
Verse 18.
Come on.
For many walk, of whom I have told you often.
Watch this. The thought is, why is covetousness idolatry? Read.
And now tell you, even weeping.
Come on.
That they are the enemies of the cross of Christ.
Continue.
Whose end is destruction.
Whose end is destruction.
Whose God is their belly.
Read that again.
Whose God is their belly.
One more time.
Whose God is their belly.
Their God is their belly. That's why covetousness is idolatry. Filling your lust, filling your desires, what you want, you got to go get something. You got to spend. Your God is your belly. Read.
That's the Jesus I know.
And whose glory is in their name, their shame.
Whose glory is in their shame. Read.
Who mind earthly things.
You see that? Who mind earthly things. I get on that, King.
All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. When they say whose God is their belly, that's your lust, your desires. Right? Shamar brought a precept earlier, Romans 7:7, where it defines covetousness being lust. Right? We ain't got to pull it. But for those who still don't believe that covetousness is lust, because If you ask most Israelites, even people that's in the Christian church, if you ask them what is covetousness, the first thing that come to their mind is, well, that means wanting something that your neighbor got, right? That's true, but it's not limited to that. So we actually gonna give y'all the definition for covetousness in the Greek and in the Hebrew. Give me the Hebrew one first. I believe the Hebrew one is the last one that I sent. Give me the Hebrew one. Is that it? For covet. For the word covet. And when he put that on the screen, Joel, read the Strongs, and then we'll get the Hebrew one first. Then we're gonna get the Greek, and let's see what it's saying. All right, read the Strongs on that. That's H 2530. Okay, that's fine. Yep.
Hebrews 25:30.
Read the Strongs. Scroll down. Yeah, let me see that. Yep, right there. That's good.
Strong's definitions. Kamad.
That's how you pronounce it. It's kamad. That's the Hebrew pronunciation for covet. Go ahead.
A primitive root. To delight in.
To delight in something, right? That's the Hebrew meaning of covet. To delight in. Go ahead.
Beauty.
To delight in beauty.
Greatly beloved.
Something that's greatly beloved. Like, ooh, that look good. I want that. Right? Go ahead.
Covet.
Covet.
Delectable thing.
To delight in a delectable thing. Go ahead.
Great delight.
Great delight. Even that's a strong delight right there. I really, really like this. Right? Go ahead.
Desire.
Desire. Go ahead.
Goodly lust.
Goodly lust. There's a comma after goodly. So it's goodly, then lust. Go ahead.
Be pleasant thing.
It's a pleasant thing. Go ahead.
Precious thing.
A precious thing. Now let's get the Greek definition. So this still going into that strong desire and that lust, right? Let's go ahead and get the Greek. And let's see what that one say. Now, yeah, so in the Hebrew it's pronounced kamad. Kamad, man. No, I'm being silly. All right, Greek. Give me the Strong's there. What's that? G what?
Greek 1937.
Okay, read that.
Epithumeo.
Oh, you did good on them. You did real good on them. I'll pray the Most High. I ain't gonna even try to copy you on them. We go ahead, go right along. I ain't gonna covet your way of pronouncing that.
Oh, it's good.
That boy good. All right, go ahead.
To set the heart upon.
Woo, to think about. You lusting and you thinking about this thing. You done set your mind on it. And you can't get your mind off of it. To set your heart upon. Go ahead.
Long for.
Long for. Ooh, watch this.
Rightfully or otherwise.
That's crazy. You can be guilty of coveting for something even if it's rightfully yours. That's how deep this covetousness go. It says to long for, whether rightfully or otherwise. Yeah, right. OJ tried to get his trophies back. All this stuff was here. Went to jail for it. Go ahead, King.
Can it fall into when somebody has some money? And somebody asks for it. And if you thinking about like, man, they're thinking on it, be like, man, should I give this money to them? It's like holding it tight. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to give it. You know what I'm saying?
You being stingy?
Yeah, right.
Just like we pulled it a couple months back when we talked about the man. Matter of fact, let's get it. Luke 12. Watch this, because it say rightfully. To long for something rightfully, right? Watch this. Luke 12. Let me see verse 13.
Watch this.
Real talk. Rightfully. You can be covetous rightfully. Verse 13. Let me see 13. Let me see what that look like. Yup, that's it. We pulled this before a couple months back. Now this man is coveting something, but rightfully. But he's still guilty of covetousness. Watch this. Read that verse 13.
The book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 13.
Go ahead.
And one of the company said unto him,
One of the company said what?
Master, speak to my brother.
He said, speak to my brother.
That he divide the inheritance with me.
So apparently they had a father or a mother that died. And they went to Christ and said, hey, you know, speak to my brother. Can you talk to my brother? Let him know to divide the inheritance with me. That's rightfully mine too. Rightfully. Go here, verse 14.
And he said unto him,
what Christ say?
Man, who made me a judge or a divider over you?
He said, man, who made me a judge or a divider over you? Go here, verse 15.
And he said unto them,
what did he say?
Take heed and beware of covetousness.
He said what?
And beware of covetousness.
He said, take heed and beware of covetousness. This man coveted after something that was rightfully a part of him.
Boom.
But he was still guilty. That's how deep this thing go. You got to really, really watch yourself. Now, the job of leaders, teachers, prophets is to put you in a position to win. Put you in a position for you to be successful with the Most High God. Like Paul said to the Corinthians in 2 Corinthians 11. He said, look, I'm trying to present you as a chaste virgin to Christ. This is what he said. He got to put you in a good position, right? So many of us, especially in the Israelite community, we pride ourselves on being prophets. We do. We say we probably, and that's fine. Because guess what? Amos 2:11 say what? The Most High raised up our sons to be prophets and Nazarites, right? That's cool. But if you're going to be a prophet, you got to speak like a prophet. So let's see how the prophets were speaking concerning covetousness. Let's see if they were all on one accord. Because we're going to go through a few prophets today. So if you want to say you're a prophet, whether in here or online or anybody that's watching later, if you want to say that you're a prophet, you need to be lining up with what they were teaching. Give me Isaiah 8. Because truth be told, a lot of our leaders, teachers, whether in the Christian church or in the Israelite community, they failed us. And the reason why they failed us, let me ask y'all this. Before you came into the truth, brothers, before you came into the truth, just list off some things. You ain't even got to say you per se, but list some of the things that Israelites struggled with when it came to sin before they came into the truth. Go ahead. Well, hold on. Say that. What you say? Pornography. That's one thing. You said what now? Sex, promiscuity, alcoholism. Okay, of course, covetousness. You said what now? Drug use. Smoke. They said brother smoking that weed. Some brothers smoking crack, doing cocaine, booger sugar. That dog food. These are some of the things. These are some of the things that we struggled with before we came into the truth. And the reason why I say a lot of teachers have failed us because they didn't teach us to mortify our members. If I want to help a crackhead, am I going to take him to a crack house? If I'm going to help, let's say, an alcoholic, is it wise to take this alcoholic to a bar? No. Hell no. It's not wise at all, right? Now, I'm going to say something, but it's going to make, it makes a lot of people mad at this. And when you say it, they say you a simp. They say you, you just scared of women and all these different things like this, but it's wisdom, and it's missing a lot of people. And that's why I say a lot of leaders have failed us. The Israelites as a whole, whether you a man or a woman, before you came into this truth, you had a big problem with lewdness and lasciviousness. Many brothers and many sisters were very, very promiscuous. So if you're getting men that dealt with lewdness and they were whoremongers, why on earth would you promote them to have more than one woman? That's just wisdom. That's just wisdom. Now, am I saying poly is wrong? I ain't necessarily saying that. I am saying the pursuit of it is covetousness. You're not helping. And a lot of our elders that came into this truth and started this truth, they were pushing this. This is just the truth. You pushing this to a people that can't mortify their members. They had trouble mortifying their members, and then now we want to look crazy when somebody go off. What were you teaching them? You didn't help them. So let's see what the prophets taught about. Let's see if the prophets were in line with you adding and putting more stuff in your life. Or were they talking about mortifying your members? Let's see what they say about covetousness. Let's start with Isaiah 8. Give me verse 20, classic. Let's start right there. Verse 20, go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 8, verse 20.
Read.
To the law and to the testimony.
It says to the law and to the testimony. Go ahead.
If they speak not according to this word.
It says if they speak not according to this word.
It is because there is no light in them.
It's because there is no light in them. So it says they got to speak according to this word. Let's see what they were saying. Let's see what they were saying in this word. Stay in Isaiah. Give me chapter 57. Like I said, people look at you crazy about that. Like I said, I ain't got nothing against no poly, man. Nothing. But the pursuit of it is a problem. Man, we got lewd dudes in the truth. And that's just a fact. You got lewd dudes and the women the same. Everybody is hard for them to hold it together. And we can't put them in a position where they gonna fail, y'all. We got to teach them, hey, man, control yourself. It's just the truth, man. Anybody that don't get that, man, you ain't got no understanding. Control yourself. Isaiah 57:10. Let's see what Isaiah say about covetousness. Verse 10, read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 57, verse 10.
Go ahead.
Thou art wearied in the greatness of thy way.
It says, thou art wearied in the greatness of thy way. Go ahead.
Yet saidest thou not.
Yet saidest thou not what?
There is no hope.
See, our people ain't saying there is no hope. Why?
Thou hast found the life of thine hand.
See, and that's a problem. Isaiah rebuking folks that found the life of their hand. You think Christ came and said something new when he said, man, if you find your life, you're going to lose your life? Man, Christ is repeating what Isaiah is saying. He said, man, you done found the life of your hand. Go ahead.
Therefore, thou wast not grieved.
He says, therefore, you weren't grieved. You weren't grieved because you done found the life of your hand. You went and consumed things upon your desire. You went after your own lust. You done found your life. Fortified it. Went after your lust. Went after your desires. Went after the things that you thirsted after. Jump down verse 17.
Verse 17, for the iniquity of his covetousness was in wrath.
Hold up, no, read that again. Read that from the top. Take your time.
For the iniquity of his covetousness was I wroth.
There you go. See, it says, for the iniquity of his covetousness was I wroth. Isaiah was not a promoter of covetousness. Through the Spirit of the Most High, he said this. He says, for the iniquity of his covetousness was I wroth. Go ahead.
And smote him.
And smote him. Don't you know you can be smitten by the Most High? You can be smitten by the Most High for trying to enlarge your desires. The prophets wasn't with that.
That ass.
The prophets wasn't with that. So if you saying you a prophet, let's be consistent with what they talking about. Go ahead.
I hid me.
He said, I hid me. The Most High said, I hid myself. Go ahead.
And was wroth.
I was wroth. I was mad. Go ahead.
And he went on forwardly.
You see that he went on forwardly. Went on being difficult to deal with. That's what forward means. Go ahead.
In the way of his heart.
Going after his own mind. Going after his own heart. Let's see if another prophet is consistent with Isaiah when it comes to covetousness. Give me Jeremiah. That's the next prophet over. Jeremiah 45. Start at verse 4. We're going to get to the point. I ain't gonna be long with this. I'm gonna pass this to Qual. Go ahead.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 45, verse 4.
Go ahead.
Thus shalt thou say unto him,
Say what?
the Lord saith thus,
The Lord saith thus. Go ahead.
Behold, that which I have built will I break down.
That which I have built, I'm going to break it down. Talking about the earth, talking about the land. Go ahead.
And that which I have planted, I will pluck up.
And that thing that I planted, I'm going to pluck that up. Go ahead.
Even this whole land.
Even this whole land. Then the Most High asked him a question right here in verse 5. What was that question?
And seekest thou great things for thyself?
He said, and seekest thou great things for yourself? You want to garner all this stuff to yourself? You want to get silver, gold, women? I'm finna destroy this land and you seeking great stuff? What the prophet say?
Seek them not.
He said what?
Seek them not.
He said seek it not. The prophet is against covetousness, y'all. Seek it not. Go ahead.
For behold, I will bring evil upon all flesh.
He said, I'm going to bring evil upon all flesh. I'm about to destroy this place. Do not go out here and seek great things for yourself. Do not be covetous. Go ahead.
Saith the Lord.
Saith the Most High. Go ahead.
But thy life will I give unto thee for a prey in all places whither thou goest.
And that's the key. If you stay away from covetousness, if you can do this successfully, man, the Most High gonna preserve you every single place you go. That's what you want. See, you thinking I'm gonna go after my lust and I'm gonna go get this and I'm gonna go get this and I'm gonna be able to protect myself from certain things. But the Most High said, no. I'm gonna be the one to protect you. Don't go and get all these different things and try to set yourself up. I got you.
Listen.
Go ahead, King.
And every prophet that he's bringing out, and this just came to me, this is amazing he's bringing this out. Every prophet that is speaking on this, at one time in their life, coveted. Yeah. Jeremiah, when he said, I will no longer speak in his name. When he said, I'm a child, I can't go. Right? He's going to bring out Ezekiel. And we're going to talk about it later. This is probably one reason why the Most High had to kill Ezekiel's wife. The mission is more important. And when I do it, don't you cry. Don't you shed a tear. Every prophet in some shape, form, and fashion dealt with that. Right? Because it says all men are given to covetousness.
That's right.
Right? So at one point, Jeremiah was like, look, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I'm not going to speak in his name no more. Right? And et cetera, et cetera.
And just to prove what Kyle is saying here, what Qual is saying, man, in this chapter right here, who all know who Jeremiah talking to right here? Who is Jeremiah rebuking about covetousness right now? You say who? You right, Baruch. It's saying in verse 1. He said, man, look, matter of fact, go on up. Go on up. Joel know these precepts, man. Read verse 1.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 45, verse 1.
Watch this.
The word that Jeremiah the prophet spake unto Baruch, the son of Neriah.
Jeremiah had to rebuke Baruch because he was covetous. And Baruch is a prophet. We got one of his books. He had to rebuke him. He said the word that Jeremiah spake unto Baruch, the son of Neriah. Go ahead.
When he had
Matter of fact, jump down. Let me see verse 2. Go ahead and read verse 2.
Verse 2. Thus saith the Lord.
Thus saith the Lord.
The God of Israel.
The God of Israel.
Unto thee.
Unto you.
O Baruch.
O Baruch.
Thou didst say.
Thou didst say what?
Woe is me now.
See, that's when we start coveting right there. I got all these problems, man. Woe is me. All I need, I just need to get this, and then once I get this, and then everything gonna be okay. But it ain't true. Because if you do it, the Most High he gonna put something else on you. That's why Baruch said, he said, woe is me now for what?
For the Lord hath added grief to my sorrow.
I'm telling you, be content. You going to go get more stuff, the Most High gonna add something else. Go ahead.
I fainted in my sighing.
Like, oh, I'm so tired of waiting. Go ahead.
And I find no rest.
Ain't no rest. We can leave it alone. We already read verse 4 and 5. He rebuked them. He said, man, you seeking great stuff for yourself? Don't seek that. I'm finna destroy this place. Give me Ezekiel 33. Let's see the next prophet. It's the next one in line. Let's see what he feel about what the Most High told him about covetousness. Ezekiel 33, start at verse 30. So if we pride ourselves in being prophets of the Lord, this is what we need to be pushing. Man, look, be content. Mortify your members. Don't be out here trying to teach brothers how to get more money, get more women. Man, man, the Most High ain't sending you to say that. Man, tell them folk, control yourself. Read verse 30.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 30. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors. He telling
Ezekiel, he said, your people, he said, the children of your people, they still talking about you by the walls and in the doors
of the houses.
Go ahead.
And speak one to
another. And they speak one to another. Go ahead.
Every one to his brother.
Everybody to his brother, saying what?
Saying, come.
I
pray you.
I pray you.
And hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord.
Man, let's go listen to Ezekiel, man. Let's see what the Most High got to say today. Go ahead, verse 31.
And they come unto thee as the people cometh.
And they come unto you like the people coming.
And they sit before thee as my people.
And they sit before you as my people.
And they hear thy words.
Oh, they hear the words.
But they will not do them.
You see that, Jill? And of a truth. We got folks watching online. Probably got folks in the classroom right now. They hearing the words. Like, woo! They brought them lesson out today. We said, man, they ain't going to do it. They ain't going to do it. Go ahead.
For with their mouth they show much love.
For with their mouth they show much love.
But their heart goeth after their covetousness.
Their heart go after what?
Their covetousness.
Their heart go after their covetousness. They're just going to go right back and do everything that's in their heart that they want to do to fulfill those desires. We done had it 100 times. We in here telling brothers, hey, man, stop lusting. Stop doing this. Stop doing this. Man, they'll be over on the brother side. Then a couple weeks later, man, you finna be on suspension. Wilding.
Damn.
It's just the truth, man. You got to put people in position to win. Let's get Daniel. Daniel was against covetousness. But we ain't going to the book of Daniel this time. We're going to go to Susanna and talk about Daniel. Let's go to Susanna. Who read Susanna? Anybody read Susanna? Probably need to go read it. If you ain't never read Susanna, go read Susanna. And I ain't finna read all of this. It's a lot of verses. But I'll give you a backstory on this. Susanna was an attractive woman. She was taking a bath, and two wicked priests saw her. And when they saw her, they wanted to lay with her. And she was like, no, I'm not. She was a married woman. She was like, no, I'm not finna lay with y'all. I'm not finna do this. And they told her, well, if you don't lay with us, we gonna lie on you. We gonna lie on you and say you was in here with another man and you laid with him, and we gonna get you killed. And the woman was like, oh, man, I'm in a great strait. And the woman said, well, I'm not finna lay with y'all. I'm just gonna fall in the hands of the Lord because I'm innocent in this. So she decided not to lay with them. They lied on her and tried to get her put to death. But Daniel delivered her out of their hand. Jump down to verse 55. Let's get to the point here. That's just the backstory. But go and read this. Just one chapter. Go read Susanna. That's homework. If you ain't read Susanna, that's homework. Go ahead, verse 55.
The book of Susanna, verse 55.
Uh-huh.
And Daniel said.
What'd he say?
Very well.
He said, very well.
Thou hast lied against thine own head.
So he was talking to one of the wicked men. He said, man, you done lied against your own head. Go ahead.
For even now,
the
angel of God,
hath
received the sentence of God.
He done received the sentence of God
to cut thee in two.
So Daniel done told the wicked priest, he said, man, you a liar. He said, man, the angel of God already got the judgment, already got the sentence to cut you in two. Go ahead, verse 56.
So he put him aside
So he put him aside.
and commanded to bring the other,
He said, bring that other wicked priest on up in here. Go ahead.
and said unto him,
What did he say?
O thou seed of
O
Canaan,
thou seed of Canaan,
and not of Judah.
and not of Judah. See, that's what you can be if you a covetous man or a covetous woman. You can be the seed of Canaan. You can be a heathen and not Judah. You can be a heathen and not Benjamin. You can be a heathen and not Levi. He said, O thou seed of Canaan and not Judah. Go ahead.
Beauty hath deceived thee.
Now, one of the definitions that we saw in lust, it said what? It said to delight in beauty. He said, beauty hath deceived thee. And what?
And lust
And
hath,
who?
And lust
Was covetousness. So he said, and lust or covetousness had what?
hath perverted thine heart.
Done perverted your heart. See, Daniel wasn't with covetousness either. Move along, let's get Hosea. Let's see how he feel about covetousness. We going down the line, we saying we prophets, let's speak and be consistent with what they saying. Hosea chapter 9. Read verse 1.
Book of Hosea, chapter 9, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Rejoice not, O Israel,
He said, rejoice not, Israel. Go ahead.
for joy,
For joy.
as other people.
As other people. Don't rejoice like they do. Go ahead.
For thou hast gone a whoring from thy God.
You see that? And that's where the covetousness come from. Because we always want to do what the other nations are doing. He said, man, you have gone a whoring from thy God. Go ahead.
Thou hast loved a reward upon
said,
every corn floor.
You have loved a reward. That reward is going to higher. You love to get paid everywhere you go, no matter what. You covetous. That's what he's talking about. Let's get another prophet. Go to Amos. Amos chapter 8. Start at verse 4. We got to speak consistent with this word. We started with Isaiah 8 and 20. To the law and to the testimony if they speak not according to this word. Let's see what this word is saying. Folks, it's covetous, man, and the prophets wasn't with it either. Go ahead, 8 and 4.
Book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 4.
The Most High taught them this. The Most High taught them this. So if he taught them this, we ought to learn this and teach other people that as well. Not to fulfill your desires. Go ahead.
Hear this.
Hear this.
O ye that swallow up the needy.
O ye that swallow up the needy.
Even to make the poor of the land to fail.
Even to make the poor of the land to fail. Saying what?
Saying,
Uh-huh.
when will the new moon be gone?
You see that? Amos was rebuking. His folks out here can't wait for the Sabbath to be over. He said, when will the new moon be gone? Go ahead.
That we may sell corn.
That we can go get this money. That we can go sell corn. Covetous. Go ahead.
And the Sabbath.
And the Sabbath. When the Sabbath going to be over? When the sun going to go down? Go ahead.
That we may set forth wheat.
So we can put this wheat out here. Go ahead.
Making the ephah small.
So we can get rid of all of our inventory. Go ahead.
And the shekel great.
And make this mignon. Go ahead.
And falsifying the balances by deceit.
Even falsifying the balances. I ain't even giving you the proper amount. I supposed to sold you a pound of wheat, but I gave you a 0.9 for the same price. It said falsifying the balances by deceit. Covetousness. My Amos was rebuking it. We can even go to one of the least prophets there. They got one chapter. Let's get Obadiah. Let's see what Obadiah is saying. The same thing. They all against this. Now we know he's talking about Esau, but at the end of the day, he's still going against gain. Read verse 5.
The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 5.
Uh-huh.
If thieves came to thee.
He said, if thieves came to thee.
If robbers by night.
If robbers came by night.
How art thou cut off?
How you cut off? Go ahead.
Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
Man, would not a thief steal till they had enough? Thief bring out, oh man, I'm just going to grab the TV. I'm going to grab the microwave and I'm out this joint. That's a thief. He's just going to take what he can until his hand full, he's straight. Go ahead.
If the grape gatherers came to thee.
If the grape gatherers came to thee.
Would they not leave some grapes?
Would they not leave some grapes? Man, Obadiah is rebuking Edom because Edom don't leave nothing. Man, that's the most covetous person on the planet. Capitalism is covetousness. What is capitalizing on people? Right?
Man, what?
So Obadiah is going against that too. Give me Micah. We prophets, right? We teachers and prophets and we got boots on the ground. Micah 7, read verse 2.
God.
The book of Micah, chapter 7, verse 2.
Go ahead.
The good man is perished out of the earth.
The good man is perished out of the earth. Go ahead.
And there is none upright among men.
He said there is none upright among men. That's why I said what I said in the beginning of the class. All of us come from a bad place before we repented and came into this truth, both men and women. So if all of us came from a bad place, why would I teach you something that's going to be a hindrance to you? I can't tell. I got to say people don't like it though, but it don't matter if you don't like the truth. The truth still gonna remain the truth whether you like it or not. If you are a brother and you had a porn addiction your entire life, and you struggled with masturbation, ill. If you struggle with these things, why on earth would I tell you, hey man, go on, just get you about 2, 3, 4, 1, man, you know. No, I'm gonna tell you, hey bro, mortify your memory, man. Mosaic gonna kill you, bro. I got to put you in the right position. And what has happened is we have those that would teach that, and then those people will be raised up and they become teachers themselves. This is what happens, man. We fail in our young folks. Like the brother just said, man, the Pharisees did that. They compared heaven and earth to get one proselyte or a convert and make them twofold a child of hell than yourself. Teach them to control themselves. Come on, man. Since the good man is perished out of the earth, and there is none upright among men, ain't none of us upright. Ain't none of us right. All of us deal with covetousness. All of us still deal with covetousness. We got to mortify our members, family. Brothers and sisters in here, brothers and sisters online, those that's going to be watching later. Mortify your members. Stop it, man. The Most High about to blow this place to smithereens. You need to stop it.
Get some help.
Go ahead.
They all lie in wait for blood.
It says they all lie in wait for blood.
They hunt every man his brother with a net.
They hunt every man his brother with a net. Go ahead, verse 3.
That they may do evil with both hands earnestly.
That they may do evil with both hands earnestly. Go ahead.
The prince asketh.
The prince asketh.
And the judge asketh for reward.
These are leaders of the people, right? Say the prince ask. Go ahead. And the judge asks for a reward. Go ahead.
And the great man.
And the great man. Go ahead.
He uttereth his mischievous desire.
You see that? He uttereth his mischievous desire, the thing that he want to do, his lust. He talk about what he really want to do. Man, the prophets is against that. Go ahead.
So they wrap it up.
Meaning all of them. The judge, the prince, and the great man, they come together and they conspire to make this thing happen. This is what they're saying. Give me Habakkuk 2. Matter of fact, before we go to Habakkuk, let's go back to Jeremiah 23. I love this precept right here. Jeremiah 23, read verse 14.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verse 14.
Go ahead.
I have seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem and horrible things.
We talking about prophets, right? Here is Jeremiah rebuking other prophets. He said, man, I done seen horrible things in the prophets of Jerusalem. Go ahead.
They commit
He
adultery.
said they commit adultery.
And walk in lies.
And they walk in lies. Go ahead.
They strengthen also the hands of evildoers.
You see that? How can you strengthen the hand of an evildoer? How can you do it? You putting them in a position with evil. You strengthen the hand of an evildoer with evil. You leading them to do more things that they shouldn't do. Right? Go ahead.
That none doth return from his wickedness.
That none doeth return from his wickedness. You making an evil man strong. If you an alcoholic, I'm going to make you strong if I take you to the bar. I'm going to make you strong. If you a crackhead, I'm going to make you strong in your evil doing if I take you to the crack house. I got to tell you now, that ain't the way. Go over here. Drop that, give me Habakkuk 2. Read verse 5. I'm almost done with this. I got one more. I'm past the call, y'all. Go ahead.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 5.
Now, it's talking about the other nations. But Israel can fall under this too, because we want to be just like them. Go ahead and read it.
Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine.
Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine.
He is a proud man.
He a proud man.
Neither keepeth at home.
You see that? It's folks out here can't stand being at home. I always got to be out there fulfilling their desire. He said, neither keep at home. Wisdom tell you to get home early. That's what Sirach say. Sirach say get home by times. And there do your pastime. There do the stuff that you like to do right there in your house. Get to the house. Get home. So it said he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Go ahead.
Who enlargeth his desire as hell.
His lust. He enlarged his desire. He enlarged his lust as hell. Why is it saying he enlarged his desire as hell, brothers? Why I say that? Well, he covered this for sure. But he's saying he's enlarging his desire as hell. I'm trying to see who's going to get it. Go ahead. Matter of fact, say it on the mic. I'm pretty sure they ain't hearing.
For example, like what Esau did when he came here to North America. He brought with him hell and destruction with him, so he had to kill off the Native Americans, all for the sake of lust and covetousness for this land.
I really like that breakdown, but it's actually simpler than that. Anybody else want to try it? Give them that mic, let them say it too. But I like that breakdown on that. That's very true, but it's much more simpler.
This place, a.k.a. America, is hell because of all the lustings, and we want to do the same thing as them.
Okay, one more person. Joel might get it. Joel's smart now. He enlarges his desire as hell.
Well, the Bible says broad is the way, narrow is the way, and broad, and straight is the way. And broad is the way to hell.
Right. Okay. You real close. So Joel got closest. He's smart now. Joel got closest. But it said, who enlarges his desire as hell. Hell ain't,
almost had it.
Hell ain't never full. Meaning what? He ain't never satisfied. He gonna lust and it ain't gonna stop. So he was real close. He said, well, it's broad. You real close. Joel's smart. All right, so it says, who enlarges his desire as hell. Go ahead.
And is as death.
And is as death. And it's giving you the answer right here. Go ahead.
And cannot be satisfied.
You see that? Cannot be satisfied. Brothers, I got to tell you, brothers out here with these women, they cannot be satisfied. I got to get another one. I got to get another one. I got to get another one. Brothers out here that love their money, they can't be satisfied.
Another one.
I got to get another one. I got to get another one. I got to get another one. That's
another
sin.
one.
That is sin, bro. That's sin. Go ahead.
But gathered unto him all nations.
So it said that wicked man gathered unto him all the nations. Go ahead.
And heapeth unto him all people.
All the people. That's why the other nations got to put military bases everywhere in the world. They just can't get enough. I got to go in this land and have control over here too. Just can't get enough. The prophets was rebuking this. But people make fun of you, man, when you try to teach this type of stuff. But it ain't no marvel they did it to Christ. Last one, Luke 16. I'm just going to read one verse of it, and then I'm going to pass it on to y'all. Luke 16. Give me 14. Let me see 14, see what that look like. Let me see that. Go ahead, verse 14. Read that.
The book of Luke, chapter
Yes,
16, verse 14.
I'll read 15 as well. Go ahead.
And the Pharisees also, who were covetous,
The Pharisees were covetous. Go ahead.
heard all these things.
So they heard the things that Christ was teaching. Go ahead.
And they derided him.
And they derided him. They were mocking. See, you make fun of people that tell you, hey, man, don't go get all that stuff. That's the biggest thing in that community. The biggest thing. If you ain't got none, they'll mock you. Broken handing. That's what they'll do. Oh, man, you see him? Hey, man, who? So they hear all the stuff that he teaching, and they derided him. They mocked him.
Ugly.
That's what they do. That's how it go. It said, and they derided, they mocked him. Go ahead and get verse 15. Watch what he say after they mocking him. He said, man, don't go after all this stuff. Look what he said in verse 15.
And he said unto them,
What'd he say?
Ye are they which justify yourselves before men.
Man, y'all are those that justify yourself before men. Go ahead.
But God knoweth your hearts.
But God know your heart. Go ahead.
For that which is highly esteemed among men.
It says the stuff that's highly esteemed among men.
Is
see, the things that's highly esteemed among men is carnal, sugar, honey, iced tea. That's what's highly esteemed among men. Cars, clothes, fill in the blank. Money. Yeah. That part right there, that part right there. That's highly esteemed among men, but it's what?
Is abomination in the sight of God.
It's abomination in the sight of God. Point blank, period.
I'll pray. Let's run through it. Haggai 1, verse 2. I'll pray to the Most High. I think it says we are the fourth biggest country for its economic. Hey, cut my mic down some. Rich nation for its economics. The so-called African Americans. I think it's like some trillions. We're going to read the article here in a minute. Right? This is why we went into captivity, for covetousness. Read verse 2.
This is the book of Haggai, chapter 1 and verse 2.
Read on.
Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, This people say.
This people saying what?
The time is not come. The time that the Lord's house should be built.
And we're saying this through action. We ain't got time for the Most High. It ain't time to rebuild Israel right now. It's not time to give our arms. It's not time for that. What's time for? Read.
Then came the word of the Lord by Haggai the prophet.
Man, the Most High knows the thoughts and intentions of our heart. So when he heard this amongst his people, he spoke to the prophet Haggai and said what?
Saying, Is it time for you, O ye, to dwell in your sealed houses?
Is it time for you to dwell in your sealed? There are some beautiful houses out here, right? Apartments, townhouses, etc., etc. Is it time for you to dwell in your sealed houses? Read.
And this house lie waste?
And the house he's speaking of is Israel. Do you see the condition of our people who's living in the ghettos? I'm from the ghetto. You see children walking outside, no shoes and socks on their feet? Have you made so much money that you forgot how the ghetto looked? Have we forgot that the Planned Parenthood is right in our neighborhood? Have you forgot about shopping at places like Big Star? Piggly Wiggly, who sells the worst food. You more worried about yours than them Israelites over there. Read on.
Now therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts.
Get scared. When you hear thus saith the Lord, you need to pay attention to what's going to happen. Read on.
Consider your ways.
He says, consider what you're doing. Consider your ways. If you on the bottom level, mid-class, or high class, Israelites, consider your ways. Continue.
You have so much.
See, that's covetousness right there. You so much. You got the money. We're the fourth largest nation. Involving economic, we got the money. All the stores are right in our neighborhood. Why? Because we got the money. You so much. Read.
And bring in little.
But you bring it in little, and you wonder why you broke. You wonder why you got to work a little bit more hard to get that overtime. You sowing much. You put in all the time and the effort, but you bringing in little. Right? Read.
Ye eat, but ye have not enough.
You eat, but it seems like it's not enough. Continue.
Ye drink.
You drink.
But are not filled with drink.
But you're not filled with drink. Continue.
Ye clothed, but there is none warm.
You clothed, but there is none warm. See, if we control that covetousness, when nobody in here want for nothing. Nothing. Covetousness is keeping you broke. Covetousness is keeping you in the position where you constantly have to replace money that you spent last week. Tell me I'm lying.
Man, what?
Covetousness. If we weren't covetous, you wouldn't need money. You don't have too much. Read.
And he that earneth wages.
And he that earneth wages, everybody got a job. Read.
Earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes.
All Israel is affected with that on a lower, middle, level. All of us are affected with that. You bring in 2,000, you look like, oh, I just made like $2,000. Where that money went to? It went in a hole it went in a pocket with holes. Covetous. Read.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts.
Watch this.
Consider your ways.
We need to sit back and just consider what we're doing. I had to do that. To sit back and consider. Right? I asked the brother this week, are you working to live or are you working to survive? Two different things. It's like light and day, up and down, left and right. Are you working to live or are you working to survive? Let me explain. Working to live is working on your job to keep your livelihood where it is. And even try to get it above that a little bit. Working to maintain your living. That's working to live. Working to survive, well, we got a 2-bedroom. It's kind of crammed up in here. But the house paid for. It's paid for. All we just do is pay some taxes on it. We good. But the neighborhood, no. Taxes paid. We good. No. We're going to stay right here. Well, we got to eat beans and rice every week. Well, we living, we working to survive. We are working to endure. We don't have to go out 2-3 times a week out to go eat. Working to survive. You know how many people order in food? Will spend $30 for a sandwich. Uber Eats. Yeah, you will pay for the sandwich, but you're also paying for what? The convenience, tip. You done paid $35 for a $12 sandwich. You're not living to survive. You're working to live. We have to start living either in our means or a little bit below means. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Right? Continue.
Go up to the mountain and bring wood and build the house, and I will take pleasure in it, and I will be glorified, saith the Lord.
You see that? Read.
Ye look for much.
You look for much because the eye is never satisfied. Covetous. You look for much. Continue.
And lo, it came to little.
And lo, it come to little because the Most High ain't playing. Why are you celebrating in captivity? Continue.
And when he brought it home.
When you brought it home.
I did blow upon it.
He blew on it. And you wondering, you trying to blame it on the wife. She spent too much. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Man, it's the wife. She spent all that doggone money. I'm going to get that credit card from her. No, it ain't her. The Most High doing this. Blowing on it. Ah! Blow. Check was $3,500. And boy, in 4 hours. Like, hold on, brother. Right? This is what's going on. Give me Psalms. Give me Psalm 37. Working to live or working to survive. We're going to be quick with this. Psalm 37, verse 1. We need to change our desires. And when we change our desires, then our situation will change. We got to stop that. Read verse 1. Come on.
Psalms chapter 37, verse 1.
Read.
Fret not thyself because of evildoers.
Stop looking at the evildoers, looking at what they got. If nobody on earth existed, you wouldn't give a damn what you put on in the morning. If there was nobody to compliment you and look at you, you wouldn't care how you came out the house. Right, you see what I'm saying? But since we are fretting because of the evildoer, we got to make sure we up to par and we straight before we come out the house. Continue.
Neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity.
See, the world are workers of iniquity. Don't be envious of them. They use our people to promote covetousness. Get on there, man. Come on, get this liquor. Come on, get this Ciroc and the bling bling and the rings and all. Come on, promoting. Right. Almost 85% of the things we have, we got it because we've seen it on TV. How many of y'all stay on Temu, whatever it's called, Temu? Who stay on Temu? Amazon? Shein? Come on. Come on now, stay on there. Shopping. eBay. Come on now, a lot of things that we have at our house. I'm telling you, bring that stuff up here, give it to Shakar, and let's give it to the poor. Come on. That's what a blessing is. We're dying, we're spending money for a label. And you know who the label is? It's the evildoer. Louis Vuitton is somebody's name. Come on. We're spending our hard-earned money for the evildoer's name. Read on.
Come on, man.
Fret not thyself because of evildoers.
Come on.
Neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity.
Continue.
For they shall soon be cut down like the grass.
In a minute, they're going to be soon cut down like the grass. They're going to bring all their gifts to us. Just wait, y'all. Read.
And wither as the green herb.
Read.
Trust in the Lord.
Say what?
Trust in the Lord.
Read.
And do good.
Uh-huh.
So shalt thou dwell in the land.
Look, if we do good, we're going to dwell in the land. We keep the commandment. He's going to take care of you. Continue.
And verily thou shalt be fed.
And you're going to be fed. See, we're too interested in feeding ourselves. And we don't want the Most High to feed us. Continue.
Delight thyself also in the Lord.
Say what?
Delight thyself also in the Lord.
We got to take heed to what he's saying. We got to consider our ways. It says, delight thyself also in the Lord. Watch this.
And he shall give thee the desires of thine heart.
Now, I had to think about that for a minute. If I delight myself in the Most High, is he going to give me the desires of my heart and my desires are wicked? No. If my desires are wicked, I'm going to delight myself in myself to give myself the delights of my heart.
No.
It says, delight thyself also in the Lord, and he, right? Matthew 6:33, he shall add, and he shall give thee what? The desires of your heart. Because once you serve the Most High and you do good to him, he know what you want. He know what you desire. There's nothing wrong with desires. But you have not, as James says. You ask and you have not, because when you ask amiss, that you may consume it upon your own lust. This is us. Right? Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thy heart. Read.
Commit thy way unto the Lord.
Read.
Trust also in him.
Trust in him.
And he shall bring it to pass.
And he's going to bring it to pass. Read on.
He shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light.
Read.
And thy judgment as the noonday.
Watch this.
Rest in the Lord.
Say what?
Rest in the Lord.
What?
Rest in the Lord.
Read.
And wait patiently for him.
Say what?
And wait patiently for him.
Say what?
And wait patiently for him.
See, the enemy has fooled us. We don't want to wait. Even when you're on there ordering, before we put or push the button to submit payment, we're looking for what? How long is it going to take to get back to the house? That is a consideration. Before I push, right, how long it going to take? And then if it's 7 to 10 business days, I'm finna try to find somebody else that got a shorter time span on getting me my, read.
Fret not thyself because of him.
No, 7.
Rest in the Lord.
Read.
And wait patiently for him.
Say what?
And wait patiently for him.
Say what?
And wait patiently for
him. See,
him.
the most time we are led into covetousness because we don't want to wait. It's a waiting game. They that wait on the Most High shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as of an eagle. They shall run and not faint. They shall walk and what?
Not grow weary.
Come on. It's a waiting game. We don't want to wait. Read it again.
Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way.
And I know they putting it all up in our face. I know, y'all. I can't cut the TV on while I seeing somebody flexing. Even Deion Sanders' son, when he's throwing the ball, somebody kick a touchdown, he showing his Rolex. I know they throwing it all up in our face. But we can't fret ourselves because of these folk. These folk coming with these expensive suits and clothes and looking good, smelling good. Right in your face. Don't fret yourself because of the evil. Come on, King, real quick. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, they don't. All praise to the Most High. It says, don't fret yourself because of them. Don't be tripping. Don't trip. Go ahead, King.
I know you had said something about it, bringing stuff to, bring the stuff that we have to give it to Chicago. And it just made me think of, it's a class of precept that we always read, how to get eternal life. And give me Matthew 19. We just get to the point. Like sometimes we can be in covenant because we don't want to give up our great possessions. Like we just hold on tight to it. We don't want to give it up. But he told them, for you to be perfect, he said that he was saying all the commandments. He said, man, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness. Honor thy father. And the young man said, what? He said, I had did it from my youth up. He said, matter of fact, since you did, okay, that's good. But to make yourself perfect, read verse 21.
The book of Matthew, chapter 19, and verse 21. Jesus said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me.
He said, if you go and sell all these things right here, you're gonna be perfect. And he said, you're gonna have treasure in heaven, and come follow me. Keep going.
But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions.
So it's hard for a man or a woman that got great possessions to get in the kingdom. It's hard for them to let that great possession go. So is we willing, whatever the possession that we have, is we willing to let that go? Because we stay putting them great possessions. Guess what? We ain't covered.
All praise to the Most High. Bring that stuff down here. Show the real intention of your heart. Give me the video. I sent you a video. I really want y'all to check out Neil Fuller. Yes. Some of the Israelite brothers, who's a cartoonist, took all his interviews and put cartoon with them. Amazing. Amazing content. What's that? Right. Amazing content. Back down. Amazing content. Y'all go to his page, subscribe. Yes, and just watch all the cartoons. I sent you black people. We'll say black people. No, not that. Go up. Right there. Because I only got one. I want y'all to go to the page and subscribe to it. I want you to subscribe to it. And trust me, you're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy it. Right, Neil Fuller Jr. Yeah, check it out. Subscribe to it. It's a lot of information, but they put it in cartoon form. He was right along with Frances Cress Welding, if you remember her. Right. He's one of the ones that inspired her. He's amazing. He was the first one that talked about institutional racism, and that it's a system, and he breaks it down. So subscribe to that. Yeah. It's one that's called Black People Need to Stop Showing Off. Yeah. Go up a little bit. Once you get it loaded up, I don't want to get it from the beginning. I want us to watch this and check out what he's saying. We're going to put a few more precepts and read the article, and we're going to be up out of here. And thank y'all for enduring. Go up a minute. Bag up some. Bag up some more. Bag up some more. Bag up. Right there. No, go forward. Go up to a minute and play it. Let me just hear it. Right there to a minute. Yeah. Play it right there. Check this out, family.
Of activity.
Bag it up.
And what are the
10 seconds. Right there. Come on.
person minute by minute might be doing or engaged in any time of day or night, anywhere on the planet. In everything that we do in all 9 areas of activity. And what are the 9 areas of activity? Economics, how you use your time and energy. How do black people, for the most part, use their time and energy when the white supremacists are not making us do something in order to eat and sleep somewhat comfortably? How do we usually use our time and energy when we have what we call a day off, all right, or hours off, or some minutes to ourselves, as you might say? Just look at what we do. Look at what most black people in the northwestern hemisphere do, and I think in many parts of the world, when they have what you call leisure time, time to yourself, time to do a limited number of things that you're allowed to do in the prison yard of the system of white supremacy. What we do is show off to each other. And how do the white supremacists control that? Simply by having our minds set in doing just that. We look forward all of our days, everything that we do, if we stop and think about it and tell the truth about it. What black people in the northwestern hemisphere do, as far back as I can remember, is looking forward to showing off to other black people. We're going to buy something to show off. We're all in the department stores and whatnot. I mean, everything from a fancy department store, where they have real fancy clothes and jewelry and whatever, and what the latest styles are and whatnot. What are you getting that for? Well, you're knocking yourself out making all those statements for? To show off. To show off to whom? Just stand in the mirror all day and look at yourself? No. You want to show off. You want to strut around in front of somebody. Who is this somebody you want to strut around in front of? Tell the truth now. It is other people that look like you. Because white people are not paying no attention to you at all anyway. They don't even want to see you. Get the heck out of here. I don't even want to see you. Except when I call you to do some work for me. And other than that, bye. And what you got on and what you're driving and all like that means absolutely nothing to me. Just get out of my sight. That's the white supremacist philosophy, okay? Until I call you to do something for me. Now you can come around, okay? So what does that leave non-white people to do? Strut around showing off to each other. And if you can't find something to buy to show off, or you can't stand in the middle of the sidewalk, and show off by jumping up and down and turning flips, all right, then you do something like what? Young black people spend a lot of time doing what? Riding around, shooting guns. Now, you might not look at that as showing off, but that's exactly what it is. If you tell the truth, if you will tell the truth to them, and they'll tell the truth to themselves, they're saying, this is mostly what that's about. What is gangs about? Showing off. Showing off to whom? To other people that look like you that is in the other gang. That's it. And you show off by doing what? By shooting guns at them. Hey, there you go. He ain't wearing the colors. Shoot him. And then he shoot back at me. I shoot back at him. But what is it all about? What are you getting out of it? Since every time you fire a bullet, it ain't like somebody's paying you. It ain't like you're going to get a mansion or something. It ain't like you're going to do 2 or 3 years of this and then retire somewhere in some chateau in France. So what are you doing it for? Showing off. Dismal, pitiful, showing off. Because everything that black people do that's connected with that little pitiful showing off, our little parties and whatnot, our barbecues, showing off, showing off, showing off, showing off. And when you fall down exhausted from showing off, what have you got in return for your showing off? Absolutely nothing but a cocaine high. When I say cocaine high, even if you're not on drugs, showing off is a drug. Because there's no return on your investment. None. You just think that it is. And we got to stop doing it. The code says, stop doing anything to show off. Don't show off to nobody, because you ain't qualified to show off. Some people have said they've seen some
showing off. This is what we do. This is what we do. This is why we live how we live. He said, you think you're going to go to the beauty supply store and get your hair done, your nails done, to go look in the mirror at yourself? No. You're doing that for to show off. For somebody to say, ooh, I like that. Ooh-wee. Showing off. This is us. This is why rich people do not buy expensive clothes. Look at the founder of Facebook. Most of the time he wearing t-shirts. Look at the most richest man in America. What's his name? Elon Musk come in the White House with a blazer on with a t-shirt. People with wealth don't do what we do. The only reason we doing it is to show off. To show what we got. And Facebook is loaded with reels that prove it. Sister, she in front of the camera, and I don't see how her brother can be sitting on the couch with his woman, she half naked, and they doing a reel or doing a showing off. Showing off. Give me the article. Showing off. We got to stop. If we stop showing off, we'll have a lot more money to do things with. We'll have a lot more money. We have to stop. We have to freeze ourselves from doing that. Give me that article right there. No, not that one. Not that. No. I want the other article. Yeah, give me that one. And we're gonna go there. We're gonna start reading at the middle section. Just listen to this. This is the so-called black demographic. 1.9 trillion as 1.98 trillion dollars in black spending power. That's up to date 2025. 1.9 trillion. With that kind of money, you can run a nation. Your own business. But we too busy showing off. Come on down. Go ahead, King. Right. Come on now. Right on our so-called black market. Exactly. Go on down some more. Let me look at this real quick. We can read some of this. This is insane. Come on down, a little more, King. Come on down. No. Matter of fact, go ahead and read that.
By Dr. Michael Carter, sir.
Watch this.
Black buying power in the United States has been on a steady rise. In 2019, it was reported 1.4 trillion and is expected to grow to 1.8 trillion by year's end.
And we talking about reparations.
Hey, Salaki King. So y'all know they was talking about a protest, right? Protest at Amazon. What was that, Friday, yesterday? Well, they tried to do it again yesterday. And what was crazy is, man, them folk watching us, bro. Black people, they tried to do a protest against Amazon yesterday. And I wasn't paying no attention to it, but a notification came to my phone from Amazon giving me a 50% off coupon for just that day. You got that too?
Insane.
So they trying to prevent black people from boycotting. They want black people to keep on spending that money.
Right.
And they gonna make you cover it by giving you a deal.
Right.
They say you got 24 hours to use this 50%. It's crazy, but go ahead.
Right. This is what we do. If we stop for a minute from being covetous, we'll have more money in our pocket to do a lot more things. Come on, King, real quick.
I just looked it up. It says approximately 1.7 billion annually. Collectively spend on hair.
Are we finna read it? Finish it up. We finna read it. Come on.
Additionally, the Selig Center for Economic Growth estimated that African American buying power reached $1.6 trillion, accounting for 9% of the nation's total buying power. While specific projections for 2025 are limited,
come on,
these trends suggest a continual increase in black buying power, potentially surpassing 1.8 trillion by that year.
Come on down. Come on down some more. Down some more. Down. Start right there. Read that.
The beauty and personal care industry remains one of the sectors most significantly shaped by black consumer spending.
You see that? Number one, read.
Black Americans are trendsetters in hair care, skin care, and cosmetics.
Come on.
Collectively spending billions each year and influencing global markets.
Influencing global markets to make money off of us. To make money, it's going to say it, to make money off your covetousness. We're going to do some adding up in a minute. Continue.
Despite representing a smaller percentage of the United States, of the U.S. population,
come on,
black consumers account for a disproportionate share of spending in these categories.
Come on.
This has promoted major corporations to adjust their product offerings, marketing strategies, and even their corporate policies to cater to the needs and preferences of black consumers.
To cater to the needs and preferences of black consumers. One more article, go up some more. One more paragraph. Read that.
Another major area of influence is media and entertainment.
Watch this. Media, entertainment. We stay on our phones. Continue.
Black Americans are leading consumers.
Read again.
Black Americans are leading consumers.
Do it again.
Black Americans are leading consumers.
One more time.
Black Americans are leading consumers.
The Israelites are the leading consumers. We produce nothing. All we do is buy. Just buy. We can do some adding up in a minute. Continue.
Of streaming services.
Streaming.
Music.
And
television.
How much television do you watch? How much streaming do you watch? How many movies do you buy? Waste. This is why you can't spend no time with. Period. Continue.
What they.
Come on. Can you see it?
Oh, okay. With a cultural influence that far exceeds their population
Well, look, that's very important. With a cultural influence that far exceeds their population size. We're only about 13%. You see that? Insane numbers of covet. We're coveting. The Most High God said, don't do it. Continue.
Streaming platforms like Netflix, Hulu,
come on,
and Spotify.
You see that? Come on.
Have increasingly incorporated black-led productions.
Watch this. Come on.
And curated content to appeal to this audience.
To appeal to the audience. This is why when you go on Netflix, it didn't used to be like this. Now, most of the movies are catering to us. Look at your movies on there.
They got a whole black section on
Netflix
now.
Come
black
on.
Cinema, black movies and stuff like that.
They're catering to us because they know we gonna buy, we gonna watch. Continue.
Black consumers also dominate spending in digital content.
Right? Digital content. Now give me some examples of digital content. Digital. Give me some examples of digital content. YouTube. TikTok. Come on. Facebook. OnlyFans. Oh yeah. Making money with the honey. Joel, you got to count, Joel. Not just playing.
What the
Continue.
hell is going on?
Continue. No, you're all right. Continue. Come on, Joel.
In digital content, gaming, and
gaming, that's me right there. That's the fellas right there. Gaming, oh my God. Bro, some of us waiting on March 20th right now for the brand new Assassin's Creed. This is what we do. Come on, GTA 6, come on. And don't get me started on currency on Call of Duty. Come on, GT, come on. They making money off us. Continue.
And social media engagement.
Social media engagements. Come on.
Making them a coveted demographic.
Ooh, say that again.
Making them a coveted demographic.
One more time.
Making them a coveted demographic.
Wow. Making them a coveted demographic.
Amazing. For advertisers and content creators.
You see that? Your covetousness, us being greedy, has caused the nations to be more greedy. Oh, yeah. We the fools. We the idiots. How much stuff you want? You got to shop every day? Oh, give me a calendar up there. No, not calendar. Give me a calculator up there real quick. We're going to get some precepts. We're going to go ahead and end the class. Give me a calculator.
What more do you want from
How
me?
much more do you want? You want everything? Come on. Give me a calculator up there, King, if you can. Let's add two things up real quick. What is the percentage or the cost of a woman getting her hair and nails done? What's the cost? $350. Oh, $350. How many times in a month? Is it once in a month? Twice? Twice a month? Does anybody agree with that? No? No. This is general. This is not just for Israelite sisters. This is for all the sisters. Is it twice a month? Twice a month? Because the nail salon and beauty salon ain't never empty. Right? Let's say twice a month. Let's go with elder, twice a month. Twice a month, $600, right? 600 times 12. What's that price?
Hell no.
Survey said 600. How much is it? So, that's almost 10 grand. That's in 1 year. 7,200. Right? Now look. So who? About 350. Well, go ahead and tack on another what?
That's $8,400.
Right, $8,400 a year, right? In spending power just on your hair getting done, right? What is it? Some things that brothers buy on a daily basis, right? Or through the month. Food, okay. Food for brother. How much you think a brother on the average? On a day, how much a day? No, you ain't gonna try out here. How much you think we spend, generally speaking, a day on lunch? About $20.
If you work 5 days a week, you're gonna spend about $100.
Okay. Hold on. $20 a day on lunch. No. We gonna stop right there. $20 a day for lunch. No. No problem, but on the average, $20 a day. $20 a day, hold on. Now, the wife gonna call and say we need thus and so for dinner. No, you're gonna answer the phone. How much on an average, generally speaking, is she gonna need to get what she need for that day's dinner? The sister saying what, $30? $300? How much? How much? About 50?
Well, you combining the women with this. You got.
Now we combine the women. We combining your spending power on what we spend, right? About 50. You said about 250. Because sister said 3. Depending on what you gonna get the house. You write some side. Now we know that $100, bruh, $100 at Kroger's, bruh, $100 is garbage. You come out with one set. So let's say 75. Let's say $80. $80 plus 20. That's $100 a day. Oh yeah. $100 a day. I'm going to Kyle. That's 400. Now you go. This is generally speaking. $100 a day, $400 a month, right? 400 times 12. How much is that? 4,800. Now add 4,800 plus the 7,200 the sister's already spent for her nails. $12,000. Right. 12 grand that we spending just on cosmetics, lunch, and food for the day. $12,000 that could have been saved up and put in the bank.
Well, certain things you need.
Right, certain things you need. No problem. I just want y'all to see that. Let's go back.
Well, you know what? One way though, okay, because you're gonna need the food, like saving.
Well, you need the food.
But we can probably save a little bit more money.
She can cook.
If we cook what we do for lunch.
Right. She can cook, and you can take some of that food she cooked for what? Lunch. Right, cut the cosmetics out. Right? She can do her own nails well. Come on. She can call her girlfriend and do her what? All we gotta do is cut. We ain't saying don't do it. Just cut. Come on.
Instead of twice a month, once a month.
Right, come on. Right. Cut it down a little bit. That's 12 grand. Fast? Come on, King. Oh, look, I did that years ago. Look, yeah. No, let's put it up there. How much is a pack of cigarettes? $10. $10. Right, pack a day. Put $10 a week with 70. How much?
So that's $300 a month.
$300 a month. Bro, we can cut corner, bro. Now, cigarettes, you gotta stop smoking cigarettes. But just to show you a $300 a month. $300 a month, times 12. $3,600. Right? Now, how much is that in 10 years? 10 years. 10 years. $36,000. $36,000. Right? All I'm showing you is how much we waste on an everyday basis if we just chilled. If we just chill, cut off some of this stuff, chill, we can have, bruh, you wouldn't want for nothing. Come on. Uh-huh. Come on now. It's money. It's money. Right? And we around, and look, and we around here talking about we want. I need. Give me Psalm 23. And let's go ahead and get these few precepts. We're going to be up out here. I just want to show us what we doing. This is what we doing. Stop all that shopping. Psalm 23. Watch this. Read verse 1. This is all I want.
Psalms chapter 23, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
Say what?
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
Say what?
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
So why are you around here wanting? Why are you wanting? You covetous. We are covetous. That's why we want. We are in the need of wanting things because the Lord is not your shepherd. A shepherd is one that protects. You're the one doing the protecting. You're not allowing the Most High. And this for the men. We have to delight ourselves in Him, not us delighting ourselves in ourselves, giving us what we want. Right. You got to rule your house. We have to rule our house. Wife, look, no, we ain't doing it. We cut it off. But we always did it this way. Shut up. Right?
That's what God expects from His.
Buying things. We spend a lot of money on things that have no value. That's another thing that leads to covetousness. To show us how covetous we are, we're about a lot of stuff that has completely no value. On the market, if the nation shut down today, and it is going to happen one of these days, the nation is going to shut down. What's going to be in your house that's of value that you can take and use to survive when you've been working all your life, working to live? Give me Matthew 6. Matthew 6. Stop buying things that have no value. For our brothers and sisters online, stop buying things that have absolutely no value. Food has value. It's going to keep you alive. Water. Right? Verse 19.
Matthew chapter 6 and verse 19.
Stop buying things that have no value. Read.
Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth.
Read again.
Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth.
Read it again.
Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth.
One more time.
Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth.
Shaka is waiting. He waiting for your bags of stuff. And he come right in. Shaka waiting for us to bring that bag in with them shoes and some socks and go in your garage, and just look at the I would say the S word, I ain't gonna say it. Look at all the stuff you got in your garage.
Shit.
And most of it has no value. But it can have value if you give it to somebody who needs it. Now, what you've bought that you're not using, now it has value. It's able to help somebody. Read again.
Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth.
Read.
Where moth and rust doeth corrupt.
Them clothes in your closet should have been gone. Them junk getting old. They getting old. Some of us still got clothes in our closet that we had when we was in the world clubbing. Get rid of it. You still got some of the same clothes. Man, go get them bags and put that stuff in there. You don't need that stuff no more. You're in the truth. Come on, sisters, brothers. Somebody right now got a suit and tie in their closet right now. No, I got a suit and tie in my closet. No, I don't. Read. Come on.
Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth.
Come on.
Where moth and rust doeth corrupt.
Right.
And where thieves break through and steal.
Somebody can break in your house and steal everything you got before you were able to go help somebody with it. We greedy. Read.
But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven.
In heaven.
Where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt.
Read.
And where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Read.
For where your treasure is.
What?
For where your treasure is.
What?
For where your treasure is.
For where your treasure is.
There will your heart be also.
Where is your mind? Is your mind on your stuff or is it on the stuff of the Most High? Yeah, we keeping commandments, but now it's time to give up everything you have and give it to the poor. Are you going to walk away sad? You got them bags? Where them bags at? Where them bags at? We can go ahead and give them to Chicago. Read verse 22.
Verse 22. The light of the body is the eye.
Is the what?
Is the eye.
The eye. And the eye is never satisfied. It's never satisfied. It always won't. Read.
If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
Read.
But thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness.
Full of darkness. Stop right there. Give me Sirach 29. We're almost done. Hold on. We can get it. Oh, yeah. Put Sirach 14 real quick. We're going to flip right back. Yeah, get them bags ready, family. Yeah, bring them. Go ahead, get that garbage bag, and it's a lot of stuff that you don't need. It just clutter in your house. Right, stuff in your closet. You should have been gave that stuff away, and give it to somebody who needs it. Right. Read verse 8. Read verse 8. 14 verse 8.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 14 and verse 8.
Come on.
The envious man hath a wicked eye.
The envious man hath a wicked eye. Why? Because he's envying the oppressor. When you go to the store, I'm not envying the oppressor. Yes, you are. When you go to the store and you buy that bag, you're not buying the bag for the bag. You're buying the bag because that wicked man's name is on it. Louis Vuitton. Right? Right, Polo. Right. That's why you're buying it. You're envying the oppressor. You want to be just like him. You want to walk around looking like him. Same with our sisters. You're envying the oppressor. And the Most High say, don't do that. Come on.
The envious man hath a wicked eye. He turneth away his face and despiseth men.
Continue.
A covetous man's eyes is not satisfied with his portion.
A covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion. Continue.
And the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul.
Read.
A wicked eye envieth his bread. And he is a nigger at his table.
Nigger. He a nigger at his table. Nigger. Right? Read verse 11.
My son, according to thy ability, do good to thyself. And give the Lord his due offering.
Give the Lord his due offering. And one way to give the Most High his due offering is give unto the poor. Come on. Give unto, when you're giving to the poor, you're giving unto the Most High. He said, when I was clothed, when I was cold, you clothed me not. Somebody out there can use that $40 or $50 coat you just bought. I ain't finna get that coat away. You that rich man. A rich man should not enter into, it's hard for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. It's like him going through the eye of a needle. You are afraid to let those items go. It's going to rust anyway. Read verse 12. Read verse 12.
Verse 12.
Come on.
Remember that death will not be long in coming.
Right.
And that the covenant of the grave is not shewed unto thee.
The covenant of the grave is not showed unto, you don't know when you're going to leave this earth. You don't know when you're going to die, but you know you're going to die. Don't waste time. Give it to the poor. Those alms that you give is going to deliver you from death. Stop holding on to that stuff, man. House full of stuff. Brand new. Say it again. Brand new. Come on, real quick, Hank. You all right? Okay. Sirach 29. Sirach 29. Sirach 29. Showing off. That's what we do. Showing off. Showing, I know I do it. All of us do it. Showing off. If you wasn't showing off, you wouldn't give a damn how you came out the house. Hair all over your head. Girl, you ain't getting your hair done? No, I ain't worrying about that today. I'm just comb it back and put it in a ponytail. Right? Read verse 10.
Sirach chapter 29 and verse 10.
Read verse 9.
Verse 9. Help the poor for the commandment's sake.
Help the poor for the commandment's sake.
And turn him not away because of his poverty.
Turn him not away because of his poverty. Read on.
Lose thy money for thy brethren.
Read it again.
Lose thy money for thy brethren.
One more time.
Lose thy money for thy brethren.
Lose thy money for thy brother. But he wicked, but it's your brother. Lose your money for your brother. Read.
And thy friend.
Read.
And let it not rust under a stone.
Continue.
To be lost.
Read.
Lay up thy treasure according to the commandments of the Most High. And it shall bring thee more profit than gold.
What is that saying? It's saying the same thing that Matthew 6 says. Store up thy treasures in heaven where moth and rust do not corrupt. When you give to somebody, you're storing up treasures in heaven. The Most High is putting it on record. Look at Cornelius. He was giving to his brothers and sisters. Right? And this is why he has that name. His alms and his deeds of alms were brought to the Most High. And the Most High used them. Continue. All praises. So it's not going unlooked, family. Read.
Shut up thy alms in thy storehouses, and it shall deliver thee from all affliction.
Shut up alms in thy storehouses. Store up treasures in heaven. You got to give in order to put the treasures in your storehouse. The treasures is your generosity. Those are the love you have for your people. Read.
It shall fight for thee against thine enemies.
It shall fight for thee against thine enemy. Come on.
Better than a mighty shield and a strong spear.
Go down.
An honest man is surety for his neighbor.
Come on.
But he that is impudent will forsake him.
Come on.
Forget not the friendship of thy surety, for he hath given his life for thee.
Read.
A sinner will overthrow the good estate of his surety.
Uh-huh.
And he that is he that is of an unthankful mind will leave him in danger.
Come on.
That delivered him.
Read.
Suretship had undone many of good estate, and shaken them as a wave of the sea.
Uh-huh.
Mighty men hath it driven from their houses, so that they wandered among strange nations.
Read.
A wicked man transgressing commandments of the Lord shall fall into surety.
What is sureship? What is that? Look it up. That's not an ordinary. Right. So a wicked man, what?
A wicked man transgressing the commandments of the Lord shall fall into suretship.
So what is that saying? Suretship. What is that saying? He shall fall into suretship. Huh? Somebody got to cover up for him, right? So by saying that, go back to verse 1. Watch this. This is what it's talking about. Read verse 1.
Sirach chapter 29.
Even the one who's receiving can be covetous, because he don't want to give back. Read.
He that is merciful will lend unto his neighbor, and he that strengthens his hand keepeth the commandment. 2. Lend to thy neighbor in time of his need. And pay thou thy neighbor again in due season.
And pay thou thy neighbor again in due season. Read.
Keep thy word and deal faithfully with him. And thou shalt always find the thing that is necessary for thee.
If somebody gives you something, you ask for something, we all been in this position, pay back. Keep your word. Deal faithfully with him. And if you do that, you always find the thing that is necessary for thee. Read.
Many, when a thing was lent them, reckoned it to be found. And put them to trouble that helped them.
Man, look, but look, bro, I lend you something. No, you ain't lend me nothing, man. Man, bro, I've been paying you back, man. Bro, I don't even remember that. Bro, come on, bro. Many, when a thing was lent them, reckoned it to be found, and put them to trouble. Man, I ain't never loaned that nigga nothing else. That's covetous. Read.
Till he hath received, he will kiss a man's hand.
Till he have received, he will kiss a man's hand. Read.
And for his neighbor's money, he will speak submissively.
He will speak submissive. This is Israel. Read.
But when he shall repay, he will prolong the time. And return words of grief. And complain all of the time.
And complain of the time. Anybody here owe somebody? No, you owe somebody. All of us owe. I don't care if you got a credit card. You owe somebody. Hey, look, it say what? It said, till he hath received, he will kiss a man's hand, and for his neighbor's money he will speak submissive. Move on down. Verse 6. Child support. You owe somebody. What you got, King?
No, I was just saying, I wasn't trying to be funny, but they actually did do that, like in those mob movies, when they see the Godfather, the Don. Anytime people will need a favor, need or something, go to the Godfather, they'll kneel down, and they'll literally kiss his hand because they need something.
They need something. But once they get it, bro, I don't know your name no more. Right? Read that. Come on, real quick.
If he prevail, he shall hardly receive the half. And he will count as if he had found it.
Continue.
If not, he had deprived him of his money.
Continue.
He had gotten him an enemy without cause.
He didn't get him an enemy for nothing. Read.
He payeth him with cursing and railing.
I'm sick of this nigga, man. Man. Hold on, bro. I loaned you something. What the hell you mad at me for? Read.
And for honor, he will pay him disgrace.
He will pay him disgrace. Now read the last verse. We're going to move on. Come on.
Many therefore have refused to lend for other men's ill.
Some folks ain't going to lend because they've been burnt. Many therefore have refused to lend for what?
For other men's ill dealing.
Read.
Fearing to be defrauded.
Proverbs 21, verse 20. God darn right there, I'm freeing you. Proverbs 20, real quick. Go ahead and get this stuff done. All right, and bless y'all for sitting still. We almost done. Yeah, Proverbs 21. 21:20. 21:20.
Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 20. There is treasure to be desired and oil in the...
Oh, no. Read verse 19 real quick.
Verse 19. It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and an angry woman.
Go ahead.
There is treasure to be desired and oil in the dwelling of the wise.
There is treasure to be desired and oil in the dwelling of the wise. Watch this.
But a foolish man spendeth it up.
You see that? Spend up everything you got. Look, a foolish man do that, or a foolish woman spend everything. We got to say now. Come on, give me $50 more. 50 more. Spend up everything, right? Let's get Proverbs 24:19. And we finna end. You got 2 more precepts and we're gonna stop. Time is it? Yep, 5:57. Come on.
Proverbs chapter 24 verse 19.
Read on.
Fret not thyself because of evil men.
See, again, fret not thyself because of these celebrities, these entertainers. These folks worship the devil. They put the 3 6s up, cover the eye. You know who they worship. Fret not thyself because of evil men. Read.
Neither be thou envious at the wicked.
Neither be thou envious at the wicked. Read.
There shall be no reward to the evil man.
There shall be no reward to the evil man. Read.
The candle of the wicked shall be put out.
The candle of the wicked shall be put out. Right? Psalm 34 verse 9.
Psalm chapter 34 verse 9. Oh, fear the Lord, ye his saints.
Oh, fear the Lord, oh, ye his saints. Come on.
For there is no want to them that fear him.
You see that? There's no want to them that fear the Most High. Continue.
The young lions do lack. And
the young lions do lack.
And suffer hunger.
And suffer hunger.
But they that seek the Lord shall not want any good thing.
But they that seek the Most High shall not want no good thing.
And that's going into, for y'all that don't know what want is, that's talking about lack.
That's lack.
You're not going to lack any good thing.
Right. Right. You're not going to lack anything, right? We have to, let me get one more precept. You shall not lack anything. Let's end with the prodigal son. Luke 15, verse 11. I was going to pull another one. I said, no, I won't do that. Yes. Oh, no, I don't want to end right there. I got one more, but I don't want to end with the prodigal son. I want to get Solomon. Let's get Solomon, Ecclesiastes, chapter 2, start at verse 1. We're going down to verse 11. We're going to end right here. The wisest man that ever lived. No, not the wisest man ever lived. You know, Christ was the wisest man, but he was put in. He had wisdom. Let's hear this wisdom. Last precept, read.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 2, verse 1. I said in my heart.
I said in my heart.
Go to now. I will prove thee with mirth.
I prove thee, I'll test thee with mirth.
Therefore, enjoy pleasure. And behold, this also is vanity.
What is the meaning for the word vanity? Futile. What's the meaning of futile? I want us to understand this. I want to see, do we understand what he's saying? Pointless, emptiness, vanity, useless. Right? Worthless. So go back to the precept. What's worthless? I said in my heart, go to now, I will prove thee with mirth, therefore enjoy pleasure. And behold, this also is worthless. It's worthless. Let's see, keep reading.
I said of laughter, it is mad.
Read.
And of mirth, what doeth it?
Read.
I sought in mine heart.
I sought in my heart. I consider my ways. Come on.
To give myself unto wine.
To give myself unto wine. Read.
Yet acquainting my heart with wisdom.
Come on.
And to lay hold on folly.
Come on.
Till I might see what was that good for the sons of men.
He wanted to see what was truly good for the sons of men. Continue.
Which they should do under heaven all the days of their life.
Which they should do under the heaven all the days of their life. Think about your life right now. What is it that we enjoy every day, right? What is it that we want to be a part of in life? This is what Solomon's question was. He wanted to find out. This is why we spend money. This is why we go on these websites and do these things, because we want to enjoy life. Right? Read.
I made me great works. I builded me houses.
I made me great works. I builded houses.
I planted me vineyards.
I planted vineyards. Come on.
I planted me gardens.
Gardens.
And orchards.
Orchards.
And I planted trees in them of all kinds of
I
fruit.
did all that. Come on.
I made me pools of water.
Come on.
To water therewith.
Come on.
The wood that bringeth forth trees.
Continue.
I got me servants and maidens.
Servants and maids. Come on.
And I had servants born in my house.
He was spending money. Come on.
And I had great possessions.
I had what?
I had great possessions.
I had great possessions. Come on.
Of great and small cattle. Above all that were in Jerusalem before me.
I ain't nobody had more money than Solomon. Continue.
I gathered me also silver and gold.
I had silver, gold.
And the peculiar treasure of kings.
Special treasure of the kings. Come on.
And of the provinces.
Come on.
I got me men singers. And women singers.
Come on.
And the delights of the sons of men. As musical instruments. And that of all sorts.
Read.
So I was great and increased more.
I was great and I increased more. He experienced covetousness at his finest, greatest levels. He bought everything. He wanted to see what was good. He had all the money. Let's see. Continue.
So I was great and increased more than all that were before me.
Right.
In Jerusalem.
Come on.
Also my wisdom remained with me.
Read.
And whatsoever mine eyes desired, I kept not from them.
Read that again.
And whatsoever my eyes desired, I kept not from them.
Think about that. The person who spends, who got to spend. This is why you spend. You spend because whatever your eye desires, you ain't keeping it from yourself. I got to go buy it. Even I got to save up for it. You know, when we was doing Christmas, it was a habit or a rule to start saving for Christmas way in, not earlier than that because it's the taxes. February, we putting up money for Christmas. Right? This is what we used to do. We want what our eye desire, y'all, and if we yield from that, we can be in a place of peace. Continue.
I will tell not my heart from any joy.
Come on.
For my heart rejoiced in all my labor. And this was my portion of all my labor.
This is my portion of all my labor. Come on.
Then I looked on all the works that my hands had wrought. And on the labors that I had labored to do.
I looked on all I looked on all that my hands wrought or worked, and on all the labor that I had labored to do. Read.
And behold, all was vanity.
Everything I did was vanity.
And vexation of spirit.
It was a vexation. It was vexing. This is what he's saying. Read.
And there was no profit under the sun.
And there was no profit under the sun in pleasures. Are we saying not to enjoy? No, we're not saying that. But there is a greediness when it comes to pleasure. You can go up and beyond. Right? It's vanity. It's useless. So we're going to end right there. The only thing we really need, and I think we was in the chapter, it was Sirach 29. The only thing that a man needs is a house to hide shame, food, and clothes. That will keep down your stress levels. But what's vexing is when you got to pay 4 and 5 credit cards a month. That's vexing. When you got to pay that rent, $1,100, $1,200.
Man.
Mortgage, plus the light bill that's down there, $400, $500. You got to take care of your kids, and they need things. That's vexing. Then on top of all that, everybody want to go have some fun. Now you got to save up for that. We have to limit ourselves. Right? Limit yourselves from pleasures. Limit yourself from covetousness. And you'll relieve yourselves of vexation. This is for all of us. It will be less vexing if we pull our hand back and close your eyes. If your right eye offends you, what? Pluck it out. Look right. Be content with whatever you got right now. Be content with it. Don't seek a higher plane. Right? Be content. Paul said it. Whatever situation I find myself in, whether I was hungry, rich, poor, I learned. That's what Paul said. I learned how to be what? Content. You got to be settled with what you have. Right? Get on Temu. Get on social media. Amazon. Right. Get off these things. Stop buying so much. Because like Fuller said, it's a high. It's a cocaine high. It's dopamine hit. Soon Amazon hits your phone. Ding, 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 ding. Your package has arrived. Woo, you feel good opening that box up. It's just like smoking weed. You getting high. And once you use it up, you got to go buy something else to keep that high going. Right? Right? Oh, praise. Cornelius, all praise. We all need to do that. All of us. All of us. All praises. I'm out Kwayavia.
Madanaha.
Shamar.
Got Ezra on the 1s and 2s, Solomon on 3s and 4s. Oh, yeah. Play the video before we leave. We got to play this video. It was a reel that the brother saw this week. I think Uzziah saw it. It's hilarious.
That's another one right there.
Yeah. It is hilarious. It's actually going into, right, into Shamar's portion. But we're going to watch this last reel, and we're going to go ahead and bid you. What I say, bitch? What I say, bitch? Hey, I ain't say bitch. I said bid.
Little profanity.
Y'all wicked, bro. Y'all wicked as hell, bro. Y'all. Bro, I said bid. But y'all wicked as hell.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What do you mean by that?
Hey, bro. Y'all had wicked hell. Oh, pray. Let's go ahead. Let's get up over here. Go on, send that video.
That nigga's tripping.
Oh, pray. Look, there was a reel that hey, what's the guy's name again on here?
That's Joe Budden.
Right, Joe Budden. This actually going into Shamar's portion of the Garden of Eden. Y'all check it out. Right. See who can catch it. If you already know it, don't speak on it. Let's see who can catch it and take the mic around to whoever want to explain it.
I learned a lot about women. I think I learned exactly how the fall of man occurred in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, and Adam said one day, "Wow, Eve, here we are at one with nature, at one with God. We'll never age, we'll never die. And all our dreams come true the instant that we have them." And Eve said, "Yeah, it's just not enough, is
Wow. That's not funny.
I was just waiting for more.
Well, that was kind of his point.
Who get it? Hold on. Who haven't seen it? So this your first time seeing it? You already seen it. Okay, give it to Joel. Let Joel break it down. Joel, what?
So I think what he was trying to say was, like they were talking about all this stuff that we have and everything, but then Adam was like, okay, we got all this stuff, but then Eve was the one who actually influenced him by saying, well, it's just not enough.
Right.
So
right.
the woman said it was not enough.
Right. And she confirmed what he was saying by saying, I'm just waiting for more. Right. No, right. She can. Right. All praise to the Most High. Well, we love our sisters. We come down sometime on our sisters. We love our sisters. But all praise to the Most High. Oh, here you go. We bid y'all shalom. Okay. All praises. Let us know